So make sure you check out London Jewelers' annual wedding band event from Thursday, March 23rd through Sunday, March 26th. All wedding bands are 20% off. Visit LondonJewelers.com to make an appointment at any one of their 7 locations: the Americana Manhasset, Wheatley Plaza, Glen Cove, East Hampton, Southampton, Westfield World Trade Center, and their newest location at the mall at Short Hills in New Jersey. Brand exclusions may apply. London Jewelers, serving you and your family since 1926.
WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Hi, this is Joe Harris, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the Odyssey app.
Joe Harris had been hot lately. One of those guys that played in the first quarter last night and then got a rest for the rest of the game, going up against Minnesota tonight. We're here in Minneapolis, and the guy you're concerned with from a T-Wolves standpoint, Capper, is the 21-year-old Anthony Edwards, averaging nearly 25 points a game this season.
Yeah, he is a joy to watch. Everybody sees him on the highlights if you don't see him all the time playing in a complete game. His ability to be, stuck out to me, Chris. It listed him at 6'4", 237 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, and then he can explode to the basket. So it's like, I don't know, give me one of those big running backs coming at you down right down the
Jerome Bettis just coming at you.
On the bus.
The bus.
How about that?
And just a gregarious guy, shows a maturity. They said this year maybe didn't come in the greatest of shape.
Yeah.
He didn't go to the All-Star game, and they were asking him about that. He had a very mature answer. He said, you know what? I wasn't great early in the year. I didn't deserve to go to the All-Star game.
Yeah, no.
That's a refreshing take.
Yeah, and he's made some. He's also made some mistakes and apologized sincerely about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? He hasn't been perfect, but boy, he's one of those guys in a press conference you want to hear from. He's a lot of fun.
All right, well, the Nets and the Timberwolves getting set to go here in Minneapolis. We'll come back with the starting lineups, the opening tip right after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
What does Maimonides Health mean to Brooklyn?
It's my rescue.
For heart attack survival, Maimonides Heart and Vascular Institute is tops in New York.
It's my comeback.
To get back on your feet fast, Maimonides offers a comprehensive bone and joint center. For over 100 years, Maimonides is the one that's cared for, worked for, and been there for Brooklyn.
My home.
My choice.
Maimonides.
The new Google Pixel 7 Pro is super, especially when it's on Verizon, the network America relies on. It's supercharged, super-powered, and a super...
deal.
You know it. Now, switch to Verizon and get the Google Pixel 7 Pro on us with select trade-ins and select 5G unlimited plans.
That really is super.
Yep. There's never been a better time to switch to Verizon. $899.99 device payment purchase with new smartphone line on select 5G unlimited plans required. $200 Verizon e-gift card with ported. Less $700 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions and additional terms apply.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace!
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing? Block him!"
he can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
You've heard your friends talking about the stock market lately. Enter the market confidently with Webull, the trading app that provides new investors with educational content and learning tools right at your fingertips. Invest on your own terms with powerful resources to make informed decisions on an intuitive platform that makes it seamless. Join millions of users today, learning, sharing, and investing with the Webull app. Consider your investment risks carefully. Webull Financial, LLC.
This is Joe Harris. It's time for Brooklyn Nets basketball.
Barclays Bank is powering possible, proudly supporting Barclays Center and Brooklyn Nets basketball for 10 years.
Out of the right, Simmons down the lane, a lob for Claxton at a two-hand slam. Curry into the front court for Brooklyn. Moving left on a high screen, shoots a three for the tie, and it's good! Seth Curry! Simmons taking it all the way inside, bump with Harold, floater, rimmed in, it's good, and a foul is called. Out to Curry, move it up top, over to O'Neal, extra pass in the corner, Harris along two, and it's good for Joe Harris.
Brought to you by SeatGeek, Verizon, Maimonides, and by Webull, official online brokerage partner of Barclays Center and the Brooklyn Nets.
Chris Carino and Tim Catstraw back with you here at Target Center in Minneapolis, getting set for the first meeting of the year between the Nets and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Take a look at the starting lineups. They're brought to you by Downtown Brooklyn Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. For the Nets, they go back to their usual starting five of Spencer Dinwiddie, Mikal Bridges, Nick Claxton, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Cam Johnson. Mikal Bridges started the game to keep his streak intact last night, made 10 points early on. Dorian Finney-Smith did not score in that game, but when it comes to Dorian Finney-Smith, and then we'll see Royce O'Neal, who didn't play last night, coming off the bench, I rarely look at their stats to tell me how well they played.
Yeah, they just kind of play good, solid basketball all around. I will say this, though. Dorian Finney-Smith has got to shoot the three at a higher clip. For him to be really a major contributor to this net team, still shooting matters. He can do all the things, all those little details, really good at everything defensively and moving the ball and everything you like. But he gets open at that three-point line. Remember, he made shots against the Celtics in that big victory. Probably the one time he's really been hot this year.
And Royce O'Neal has been consistent knocking down the three when he gets a chance. He's 39% this year.
And what a pro. We talked about Patty Mills being a pro earlier. Royce O'Neal and his adjustment to going from a starter to the bench and just getting it and being a major contributor. I think this net second unit group in the second quarter, O'Neal playing with them, some Joe Harris, Seth Curry, they've got to make a difference in this game.
Starters from Minnesota, we already talked about Anthony Edwards. He'll start alongside the veteran Mike Conley. Conley acquired at the trade deadline from the Utah Jazz. Conley now in his 17th season, so you have Edwards at 21 years old and Mike Conley at 35 years old. The backcourt for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert in the middle, another guy acquired from Utah, but during the offseason, they gave up a truckload for Rudy Gobert. He's starting in the middle for this Minnesota team. Gobert on the season averaging 13.5 points, 11.5 rebounds per game, blocking 1.36 shots per game. He is always a deterrent at the rim. Jaden McDaniels and Kyle Anderson, slow-mo out of Jersey City, round out the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Never been a better name in the NBA than slow-mo for Kyle Anderson. I've never seen a guy make moves. He's always even did that in high school when he was at St. Anthony. He just makes moves that are they're slow-mo sometimes, but he's so effective, and he's a really terrific team player. Great passer.
Injury update presented by Maimonides Medical Center. The only player on the injured list for the Nets is Ben Simmons. He remains out. No Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves, out with a calf injury since late November. And yet the Timberwolves still a game over the 500 mark.
Yeah, now Chris Finch got a great reputation as a coach. A lot is expected of this T-Wolf team, but haven't had Karl Anthony Towns for the year. How about the hype and the energy here? I feel like is pro wrestling going on?
College atmosphere.
We got
everybody standing.
We got the howling at the moon. We got everybody standing. I'm waiting for the wrestlers to come out.
Oh, you think a little WWE atmosphere?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You go to those. I don't know.
I have taken my son when he was younger to some of those. I don't know if it's the same vibe, but a little college-y vibe here.
It's nice, though, isn't it? It's nice. You know what it is, too? They're cold. Let's be honest. They're warming up right now. They're getting fired up.
We arrived in snow. We left in snow in Milwaukee and arrived in snow here in Minnesota.
You know what it is? Everybody's so spoiled around New York, New Jersey, whatever, as far as not much snow, that it was shocking last night to be held up by a decent amount of snow. A lot of snow.
Nets are going to wear their white with the black letters and numbers. Minnesota in a dark gray with neon green trim. Timberwolves in white across the chest. The officials, Pat Frere, Sean Corbin, and Matt Calio. Ball in the air. Batted around a couple of times. Ends up in the hands of Mike Conley for the Timberwolves. Conley, we get a whistle as 2 seconds in. The clock hadn't started. Matt Calio, a first-year referee, pointing that out. Maybe it might be the first game that we've ever done that Matt Calio is the official.
Feeling the pressure of us being here, I'm sure.
He must be.
Boy, I tell you what, these fans in front of you, and they stand up, we got to
They're tall.
We got a power forward with a big head in front of us.
Mike Conley into the front court. Moves it right for Kyle Anderson. Anderson behind the arc on the right wing. The opening tip was brought to you by Verizon. The network America relies on. Slow-mo going left, and he got fouled by Cam Johnson.
I'm rooting for the T-Wolves to get a basket so we can see something. Yeah, maybe I can look at a monitor.
You can look at that big 24-inch screen that's right to your left.
Sharp as a marble, Chris. Year 21, I'll get this job done.
Conley straight on three. Missed it way off to the right. Rebounded by Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson will bring it up the left wing now for Brooklyn. Johnson gives it up, top of the arc. Claxton holding. Hands back to Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie moves it out top. Bridges. Bumps. Spins on a Claxton screen. Got in the air and lost the handle. Stolen away by the Timberwolves. McDaniel's in control. Going to the rim. Leads it up and in. And Minnesota with a 2-0 lead.
McDaniel's got a lot of Mikal Bridges in his game as his 6'9" version. A two-way player.
And now everybody sits down, settles into their seats, and another turnover as Gobert comes up with it ahead to Conley.
I'm going to enjoy this game live now.
Minnesota in the front court. Conley working on Claxton up and under, and Claxton tied him up. Ball goes out of bounds. Gobert glares a little bit at him afterwards. It'll be Minnesota ball with 13 on the shot clock.
How about those guys? We're a minute into the game, and Claxton and Gobert already hate each other. I love it.
Talking about wrestling.
Oh, it's going to be great. And what a good matchup.
Conley inbounding. Gets it into Gobert. Hands back to Conley. Circles right to the foul line. Down the dark blue paint. Go to the rim. Blocked by Claxton, but then grabbed and dunked by Rudy Gobert.
Well, if you reject it, you got to really reject it so it can't get up on the backboard.
That's with it now. Cam Johnson pass across. Stolen away by Edwards. Going to the other end. Uncontested in a two-hand slam.
Early sloppiness by this net team, and Jacques Vaughn's had enough of it already.
6-0 Minnesota. 10:34 to go, first quarter, and our first time out of the game. We'll come back right after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
Searching for ways to save energy and make your home more comfortable? National Grid, a proud partner of the Brooklyn Nets, is here to help. It all starts by wrapping your home with layers of comfort and savings to keep extreme temperatures out and savings in. From replacement windows to air sealing and insulation, we have exclusive rebates available to help weatherize your home. It's all part of our Total Home Comfort program. Learn more at ngrid.com/EE.
At Mercedes-Benz of Morristown, you do have a choice. Today, most manufacturers have an electric vehicle, but only Mercedes-Benz has the luxury you've grown to expect with electric technology that's beyond your imagination. Stop in and see the full line of Mercedes-Benz EQs, available at Mercedes-Benz of Morristown. To make an appointment, call 888-THE-BENZ. That's 888-THE-BENZ. Mercedes-Benz of Morristown, 34 Richdale Avenue, just off exit 36 on Route 287 in Morristown. Remember, you do have a choice, so make it Mercedes-Benz of Morristown.
When rehab is the next step, River Spring Rehabilitation in Riverdale can get you home faster and help you achieve maximum functionality. Our services at the world-renowned Heber Home at Riverdale can support any part of your rehab journey. River Spring Rehabilitation offers customized inpatient, subacute, outpatient, and in-home care for recovery from fractures, cardiac events, strokes, and prolonged hospitalization. Visit riverspringrehab.org or call 833-56-RIVER to learn more. It's St. Patrick's Day. Pick up a bottle of award-winning McConnell's Irish Whiskey. Originally established in Belfast, Ireland back in 1776, McConnell's is one of the oldest and most celebrated Irish whiskey brands in the world. Aged for 5 years in hand-picked bourbon barrels and bottled at 84 proof, McConnell's is perfect neat, on the rocks, or in an old-fashioned. Available online and in stores all across the tri-state area. McConnell's Irish Whiskey, Belfast-born 1776, imported by Connecticut Brands, Garden City, New York. Please drink responsibly.
G'day, this is Paddy Mills, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball with Chris and the Kappa on the Fan.
Celebrate Women's Impact Night at Barclays Center as the Nets host the Kings on Thursday, March 16th. Join us as we highlight the accomplishments and contributions of women in the community the Brooklyn way. Get your tickets now by visiting SeatGeek.com/Nets. 6-0 Minnesota. A minute and a half into the game.
Yeah, 2 live ball turnovers, right? Those are the ones where those are steals and resulting in easy baskets for the T-Wolves. And I like that about Jacques Vaughn. He's not afraid to call timeouts right away.
Spencer Dinwiddie handles in the backcourt, played by Anthony Edwards. pressuring him. Does get it across the midcourt line. Claxton high screen. Dinwiddie comes around. It gives to Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. He runs into Edwards and a foul on the floor, says Pat Frere. Before the shooting motion of Dinwiddie. It'll be a side of the bounds.
Dinwiddie would go to the free throw line and then get upset. I'm glad he had a little poise right there. It was a little bit before the shot.
I think his thoughts.
Yeah. Well,
here's Cam Johnson, top of the key, hands to Claxton. Claxton against Gobert. We'll move it left for Cam Johnson. Johnson coming right to the top of the key. Pulls up top. Blocked from the side by Mike Conley and controlled by Conley. Right to left into the front court. Gives to Edwards. Edwards cuts right. Bumps to Johnson. Tough fadeaway floater. Won't fall. Claxton snatches down the rebound for Brooklyn. Just over 2 minutes gone. 6-0 Minnesota. Dinwiddie. Kick it in the left corner to Finney Smith. Run off the line. Cut off in the paint. Kick it out to Bridges. Bridges left of the lane. A lob it out top. Nearly stolen. Dinwiddie grabs it. Dinwiddie coming right. Dinwiddie right of the lane. Throws it at the rim. And Claxton with a left-hand slam.
That was beautiful right there. Excellent job by Dinwiddie to throw it right up. Good timing and fooled Gobert a little bit. And what a slam by Claxton.
2.5 minutes gone. 6-2 Minnesota. Left side Edwards breaking the arc. They shoot a three. It's no good off the side of the rim. Edwards was the youngest player in NBA history to get to 500 career-made threes. Johnson, right wing three, is good for Cam Johnson. First points of the game for the Nets come with 9:11 to go in the first quarter.
Nice wake-up call out of the timeout. Spencer Dinwiddie doing it again with an assist. Got into the paint and kicked it out.
I should say first jump shot of the game. They got that dunk by Claxton. Now Conley out of the right wing. 6'5" Minnesota. Conley to the baseline. Pulls up for the short jumper, and it's good.
Always like Mike Conley, right? Should talk about true professional. That guy's a pro.
Nets and White going left to right. Dinwiddie into the front court. Hands to Bridges. Comes right on high screen. Keeps going, attacking. Puts it up a layup, and he scores to get around Rudy Gobert to do it.
How about that? Quick acceleration, and he went same foot, same hand to disrupt the timing of the shot blocker.
8-7 Minnesota. 8:28 to go in the first. McDaniel cut off, gives to Gobert. Dotted line leaner. Sits around on the back of the rim and goes in for Rudy Gobert.
Unlike Utah, Minnesota tries to feature Gobert a lot more on offense. Get him touches.
Dinwiddie out of the left side. Dinwiddie will back it out. Johnson's got it. Three on the way. No good off the heel. Bounce high in the air. And 3 Timberwolves leap to get it.
All at the same time. That was great.
Here's McDaniels working left. Hands it back on the left side to Conley. Conley moves it right. Edwards has it. Attacking. Pass Finney Smith over the rim. Runs into Claxton. A foul on Nick Claxton.
Talk about, we use that soccer term, strong in the air.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards, he goes in, accelerates, and goes off at 2 feet, which is beautiful fundamentals. And that is a power layup attempt. He goes into the body of Claxton, and it just forces contact, so he goes to the free throw line. Done a very good job of expanding his game since entering the NBA for a young guy. Anthony Edwards.
Shooting 37% from 3 this year. Coming off a 32-point effort against the Sixers. Makes that free throw. He's had 25 or more points in 39 games this season. And 85 times he's done it in his career. That's the 5th most of any player before the age of 22. He missed that second free throw. A foul here on the rebound. That's against Claxton. It's going to be his second.
That's a big foul. I mean, you talk about a night where you got to have Claxton hanging around in this game. I mean, you got Nerlens Noel and you got Day'Ron Sharpe, but you want to keep Claxton out there, especially because he's got fresh legs. He didn't use them last night.
11-7 Minnesota. 7:50 to go. We're in the first. Pass out top, knocked out of bounds by Mikal Bridges. In the general vicinity of Michael Grady, the play-by-play announcer on the TV side for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And they love him here, and it's no surprise, right? What a great guy and great talent.
Our Yes Network came out to Minnesota. Good to catch up with Michael before the game. With a 13 on the shot clock here.
Works with Jim Peterson. That's one of the really good broadcasts in the league past. Watching those guys work.
Inbound now to Kyle Anderson. Gobert to set a high screen. Anderson goes around to the right. Then feeds Gobert, middle of the paint, 2 to shoot. Back it out. Anderson Conley shoots a 3 and knocks it down as the shot clock expires.
Everything Kyle Anderson does is calmly.
From North Bergen, New Jersey. From Fairview. Now Gobert with a block on Dinwiddie. Ends up in Bridges' hands. Corner 3 is good. And the Nets answer right back after the block by Gobert.
Yeah, Claxton retrieved it, and a quick decision to get it right to Mikal Bridges, who makes that left corner 3 better than everybody.
Anderson pocket pass to Gobert, going to the rim, and he lays it up and in as Minnesota quickly answers back.
That's what slow-mo Kyle Anderson to do to you. A beautiful passer who totally gets the game.
16-10, Minnesota. 7-minute mark of the first quarter. Dinwiddie out high in the right. Between the circles, played by Conley. Dinwiddie gets a high screen, moving left, spins back right, hands to Claxton. Draws a crowd and then turns it over. Kyle Anderson with it. Transition. Anderson going right of the lane, step back, hands off Gobert, and a two-hand slam.
Another live ball turnover. That's 6 points off of 3 live ball turnovers in this quarter.
And an 18-10 Minnesota lead. 6.5 to go in the first. Bridges out of the right wing. Mikal Bridges pulls up. 3 over Anderson is good. He rattles it home. Second 3 knocked down from Mikal Bridges. He's got 8 points here in the first quarter.
It's like he knew the Nets needed a basket, and it's his time to make a play happen. He went right to work.
18-13 Minnesota. 6:13 to go in the first. Anderson, a fake pass, made away in the lane, and it's good for Kyle Anderson.
Again, slow-mo, just doing it in slow-mo.
Other end, Dinwiddie walking in with 3, and it's good off the front of the rim. He got the bounce, and it went in. 20-16 Minnesota, midway through the first.
And that's helping themselves making 3s early.
Anderson out of the right side of McDaniels. McDaniels to the baseline. Floater was airballed and comes up to Claxton. Nets control. Dinwiddie across the Minnesota logo at midcourt. Coming left, picked up by McDaniels, who's an excellent defender. Comes on a high screen, stakes it to the foul line, hands it up top. Bridges. He slips as he goes down the left side of the paint, lost the ball. Minnesota running in transition. Edwards, a lob. McDaniels had to bring it down, turns on the other side. Shot was blocked by Finney Smith. Gobert had it blocked by Claxton. Gobert got it back. Touch pass. 2 guys find McDaniels underneath. A dunk and a foul against the Nets. Kyle Anderson just took the Gobert pass and didn't catch it. He tipped it.
Yep.
Over to McDaniels, who dunked it, and he got fouled. And the foul against Dorian Finney-Smith, his first.
Hot potato pass, 3rd assist in only the first 7 minutes of this game by Kyle Anderson. What a terrific complimentary player.
Torian Prince, the former Net, going to check into the game. And Naz Reid, Asbury Park, New Jersey native, comes into the game for Minnesota as well.
He's really carved out a good role for himself and a good career right now, Naz Reid, out of Roselle Capital.
Free throw missed, rebounded by Claxton. 22-16 Minnesota. 5:14 to go in the first quarter.
He's a big man, and he can make the 3 ball, so he can stretch the defense.
And Naz Reid you're talking about.
Yeah, he can really shoot it.
Bridges out high on the left. Comes right on the Claxton screen. Works left. Pulls up. Elbow jumper off the heel. No good. Rebounded by Minnesota. Jaden McDaniels. His brother is Jalen. Torian Prince out of the right wing now to Conley. Conley handled between the circles, played by Cam Thomas. Pull up 3 straight on. No good. Rebounded by Royce O'Neal. So Cam Thomas getting a little early run.
Yeah, just getting ready to say that.
O'Neal hands back for Bridges. Circle. Down the lane. Stops. Fade away. Good. 10 here in the first quarter for Mikal Bridges.
And knowing that Gobert isn't there, the Nets got to go towards the basket. Certainly Naz Reid, good player, but not the shot blocker. Gobert.
Prince, right wing 3. No good. Bounce high in the air. And Claxton with a rebound. 22-18. Minnesota. 4:12 to go first quarter. Cam Thomas out of the left side. Trying to penetrate. Can't penetrate. Conley has to back it out to Dinwiddie near the midcourt line. High screen from Claxton. Circles right down the lane. Tough twisting right hand hook. Won't go. Rebound. And a foul on the rebound against Dinwiddie.
Hard to go full speed like that and not use the glass. Dinwiddie was going to his right, went off his right foot. It was a wrong-footed hook runner, but you got to use the glass to slow the momentum down to the ball.
Claxton's going to come out of the game now for Brooklyn. Finney Smith's going to get set to check back in. You'll see the Finney Smith at the 5 lineup here. We haven't seen Nerlens Noel tonight. He played last night. Free throw is good by McDaniels. Jordan McLaughlin spent some time with the Nets in preseason, Long Island Nets at one point. Will come into the game now from Minnesota.
How about the Long Island Nets now winning 16 in a row, and then watching Drew Smith and David Duke play for the Nets last night. That was impressive.
Missed by McDaniels, Jaden McDaniels.
Coach Ronnie Burrell. Can't say enough good things about him with that Long Island Nets team.
That's with it, Dinwiddie. Top of the key, out of the right. Finney Smith, 3 on the way. Short, no good. Rebounded by Jaden McDaniels. 23-18 Minnesota. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Edwards out of the right wing, and an illegal screen is called against Naz Reid. He took out Royce O'Neal, who's stretching out that left leg after getting that hit. So Dinwiddie, O'Neal, Finney Smith, Thomas, and Bridges out there for Brooklyn. 3.5 to go in the first. Nets trail 23-18. Cam Thomas on the high screen, working to the foul line. Pulls up for the jumper. Off the heel, no good. Naz Reid with a rebound for Minnesota. Right to left, handles it to the front court. Hands to Edwards. Anthony Edwards. Step back. 3 on the way. Good for Edwards. He's got 6.
He was comfortable doing that, right? Great handle and explosive going backwards.
Dinwiddie, a little hesitation down the lane, trying to hook a pass around Reed, who broke it up. And a steal by Minnesota. Torian Prince weaving through traffic in the front court. Pass to the corner, too far to the left of Jaden McDaniels, goes out of bounds. And we'll get a timeout. With 2:58 to go in the first quarter in Minnesota, the Wolves with a 26-18 lead over Brooklyn. And we're back after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, goals into growth, and empowering our clients with financial solutions that deliver results. Barclays, powering possible.
Hey, Nets fans, from Bushwick to Brooklyn Heights, Midwood to Mapleton, Flatbush to Fort Greene, Cobble Hill to Clinton Hill. Brooklyn, are you ready for your updated COVID-19 booster shot? Updated booster shots designed to help protect against recent Omicron variants are available. Learn about eligibility and schedule today at vaccines.gov. Brought to you by Net sponsors Pfizer and BioNTech. Nets fans, when decided to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel has the highest level of charter bus service in New York City and has been servicing New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for over 25 years. They offer premium customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate travel experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call them at 212-206-6974. Hydrate with Brooklyn Nets Sports Water. Nets fans can show their team pride with Nets Sports Water, a high-quality, superior water beverage for fans with an active and healthy lifestyle. Whether it's quenching your thirst after a big game or taking a sip while you're on the go, let Nets Sports Water be your go-to for hydration. Now available in our sustainable, eco-friendly aluminum bottle. Refill and rep the Nets as you help contribute to a more sustainable future. Find Nets Sports Water at Barclays Center or shop online at GoWaterCo.com.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, goals into growth, and empowering our clients with financial solutions that deliver results. Barclays, powering possible.
Hey, this is Nick Claxton, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM in the Odyssey app.
Net fans of Grubhub, you'll always have home court advantage. Grubhub has all your game day favorites. Go for Grubhub to get anything you crave. 2:58 to go in the first quarter here in Minneapolis. Timberwolves a 26-18 lead over the Nets.
Nets hurting themselves with allowing too many turnovers. They've had 4 live ball turnovers that have given 8 points. So missing out on opportunities there. Also, the Timberwolves have gotten extra shots because of offensive rebounds to the possession game. More shots for the Timberwolves, giving a big advantage here in this first quarter.
Mikal Bridges leads the Nets with 10 points. Comes right. foul line, spinning, fade away. Good. 12 points in the first quarter for Mikal Bridges.
That is impressive because he's getting these baskets creating for himself.
Shot it right over Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who just checked into the game. Is now ball kicked on the other end. Wolves ball, 2:31 to go in the first, 26-20, Minnesota.
Alexander-Walker on the back of the jersey does a lap. That's how many letters there are.
Yeah.
Get a chance.
It goes from almost the waistband all the way around up top of the shoulder back to the other waistband. Out of Virginia Tech.
Played well lately. Good defender, too.
Edwards, left of the lane, gets the seam, got it stripped by Curry off the leg of Edwards out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn ball. That's a crafty play by Seth Curry.
Give some good minutes from him on both sides of the floor.
He was some help position over there.
Yes, good call.
He saw O'Neal get beat, and he just went and knocked it away.
Active hands. Just don't go over there. Go there with active hands.
Dinwiddie out high and left to Cam Thomas.
Boy, Alexander-Walker gets up India.
Cam Thomas coming left. Behind the arc comes right. Thomas jump pass out to the wing, deflected away by Prince and stolen away by Minnesota. Alexander-Walker in the middle of the pack, down the lane, gets through two defenders to the rim, left the layup off the front of the rim, no good, and the Nets get the rebound.
Nets got to clean up these turnovers, though. This is dangerous territory.
Dinwiddie working right. Dinwiddie cut off by Reed. Retreats to Thomas, out to O'Neal on the right. Gives to Claxton, hands right back to O'Neal. Pass to the corner. McLaughlin couldn't save it. He dived to try and save it. He could not. Out of bounds.
He tipped it first, and then it was live in the air and tried to dive. You got to like that approach.
Dinwiddie will inbound. We get a whistle and a foul here before the ball is inbounded against Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Trying to stay attached to Cam Thomas. He'll go to the line. It's in away from the play foul. Can't foul before the ball is inbounded. You get a free throw, then you get the ball out.
So Cam Thomas at the line. Free throw is good. Nickeil Alexander-Walker played for Buzz Williams at Virginia Tech before he went on to Texas A&M.
I always like listening to his interviews.
Here's Curry in the corner, pull-up jumper, good for Seth Curry. So the Nets able to make that a three-point possession. 26-22 Minnesota. Minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Alexander-Walker up top. Cousin of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A lot of hyphen.
Yeah, it's a lot of hyphen. Yeah,
we get an illegal defense here against the Nets to get it on Seth Curry.
Those two guys playing on the court together is a play-by-play nightmare. Got to give them a nickname.
Honor their.
I think it's no, I shouldn't say that.
Honor their parents. We got a defensive 3-second call. Torian Prince will go to the line to shoot the technical.
Former net, Torian Prince.
Yep. Part of the James Harden deal. Ended up in Cleveland, part of that three-way trade. Was not happy about leaving. He was a roommate of Royce O'Neal at Baylor when they were together in college. They remained close friends. Backdoor Prince. Layup missed. But tipped in by Alexander-Walker. 29-23 Minnesota. Minute 10 to go in the first quarter. Seth Curry out of the right wing, played by McLaughlin. Coming left. Bounce pass to Rolling Claxton. Going into Naz Reid. He drew the foul. Didn't get the bucket to go, but Claxton will get free throws.
Good feed by Seth Curry. So we're seeing a little bit of everything from Seth Curry. We saw a very good defensive play where he got a steal. Then we saw him make his pull-up game, and that was a nice delivery on the pick and roll with Nick Claxton.
Claxton is up to 6 rebounds already and 3 blocked shots here in the first quarter. 2 points. Free throw first of the game for him, and it rimmed out to the right. No good. Gobert coming back in for Naz Reid for Minnesota. T-Wolves have led by as much as 8 here in the first quarter. Nets have not led. Second on the way for Claxton is good. Makes 1 of 2. 29-24 Minnesota. A minute to go in the first. McLaughlin into the front court. Puts on the brakes. Here's Alexander Walker curling in the paint and then kick it out to nobody into the second row.
When you throw a pass away, you don't want to throw it right almost at your coach.
Yeah.
That's you don't want to make eye contact. You almost hit your coach.
Yeah, Cliff Saunders' son is on that staff.
Yeah.
Rick Adelman's son is on that staff. Here's Dinwiddie straight on three. No good. Bricked it to the right. Rebounded by Alexander Walker. Running into the front court. Nikhil taking it left. Back to the right. Hands to Gobert, who lays it up and in. And Minnesota with a 31-24 lead with 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Curry into the front court. Played by McLaughlin. Curry moves it right. Dinwiddie's got along the sideline. Near side. Back it out near the midcourt logo. Dinwiddie coming left on a Claxton screen. Takes it back right. Out of the lane. Poked away from behind by Prince. They remain net ball with 6 on the shot clock.
This is a high steals team, and they're showing it. They're number 5 in the NBA in steals at 8.2. Their activity with their hands is giving the Nets a lot of problems.
Inbound near side Curry. Comes left elbow, wrong foot runner. Good for Seth Curry.
He climbed the ladder that time. Gotta love that. One-legged up. Finished the play. Good minutes by him.
Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Minnesota with a 5-point lead in the ball. Edwards out of the right wing. Cuts left to the foul line, right of the lane, sailing to the rim, and lays it up and in with 2 seconds to go. Then pressures Dinwiddie in the backcourt. Knocked the ball loose. It rolls out of bounds at the buzzer to end the first quarter.
Dinwiddie upset again, talking to official Pat Frere. Nets got to understand to value the basketball, take care of the ball, and execute at a higher level. Their carelessness was a problem in the first half.
Timberwolves with 5 steals in that first quarter. And at the end of one, it's Minnesota 33 and the Nets 26. Second quarter coming up from Minneapolis right after this on the Fans. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
Beneath their gorgeous exterior, 1-800-GOT junk trucks were designed to be ready for anything.
How about construction site junk?
All you have to do is point.
Retail, grocery store, warehouse, office junk?
Point, 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 point.
How about the monumental junk left after a fire or a flood or a hurricane?
This time, you'll need to do it with your other hand.
Why?
Because the first hand will be tired from all of that other pointing.
I see your point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Town Fair Tire is Connecticut's largest name brand discount tire dealer. We give you the guaranteed lowest prices on all name brand tires and honor all manufacturers' rebates. We even honor our competitors' rebates. With over 100 stores from Connecticut through New England and an inventory of over 600,000 tires, you'll always get the right tire at the guaranteed lowest price. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brand discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Spring training isn't just for baseball players. With the warmer weather around the corner, it's time for you to get into game shape as well. And with NJ Diet's contractually guaranteed program, you'll lose 20 to 40-plus pounds in just 40 days. That's right, 40 days to lose 20 to 40-plus pounds, and it's guaranteed. NJ Diet's program starts with personalized supplements based on hair, saliva, and blood work, and then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep it off. 40 days to lose 20 to 40-plus pounds is a real thing with NJ Diet. They're with you every step of the way, and you're fully monitored by their certified staff the entire time. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. Schedule your consult today for contractually guaranteed weight loss. They have offices throughout the East Coast, and they're available worldwide with live online video consults. Call 8555-NJ-DIET or go to NJDiet.com. That's NJDiet.com.
Hi, this is Cam Thomas, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the Odyssey app.
Start of the second quarter in Minnesota. Timberwolves a 33-26 lead over the Nets. Chris Carino and Tim Capstraw back with you at Target Center in Minneapolis. Bridges, Cam Johnson, Curry, Joe Harris, and Claxton. The 5 on the floor now for Brooklyn in the white with the black letters and numbers going left to right. Timberwolves in dark gray. As Bridges out top now to Claxton. Hands back Curry. Circles into a 3 straight on, and it's good for Seth Curry.
Again, great minutes by Seth Curry with his limited time right now. Very good screen by Nick Claxton as he handed it off to him.
39% from three this season. Curry.
He's a Curry.
Kyle Anderson for the Timberwolves, working to the left elbow, cross court to the right. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, a three, and it's good. He's a 42% three-point shooter this year. In his first year with the Timberwolves. Claxton out of the right side now to Curry. Driving along the baseline. Comes under the basket. Bounce pass to Cam Johnson. He moves out to the top of the key. Hands right. Harris pulls up from three. Off the back rim. Long rebound taken down by Conley on the run. Conley up the left side of the floor. Puts on the break. Stack it out to Prince. Cuts left. Down the lane. Throws it for Gobert, who deflects it over to Alexander Walker in the corner. He'll reset. He moves up top. Circles back left. Down the lane. Left hand scoop. Blocked, but goaltended by Nick Claxton.
Alexander Walker's played really well. Alan Horton, the radio play-by-play gentleman of the T-Wolves, was talking about that. He's looked really good on both ends.
Front court now, Curry. Comes right, pump fake, out Gobert to bite. Cross court to the right corner to Bridges. Catch and shoot, open three in the right corner, and it's good for Mikal Bridges. And salutes by showing that three-gun celebration toward his bench.
There'd be little kids all over New York doing that, the way he does, the way he's playing.
Alexander Walker taking it right, sticking in the corner to Anderson. Anderson working against Cam Johnson. He bumps, he fades, he banks, and he scores. Anderson even started to stumble slowly.
Yeah, right.
Now Bridges right wing three is short, no good. Gobert with a rebound.
That's got to step it up defensively, right? I mean, this group has got to guard with more passion and get stops, get out and run.
Anderson throws a lob for Gobert and a two-hand slam. And he swings on the rim.
Anderson, Kyle, is like the old guy in the park. Just knows how to play better than everybody out there.
A 10-point lead for Minnesota, largest lead with 9:45 to go in the second. Curry in the front court. Curry on a high screen. Holds, moves across court to Harris. Cuts left of the lane. Kick it on the wing. Curry's got it. Set. Step back, corner three, on the way. No good, it was short. Weak side rebound to Cam Johnson. He turns and scores from the dotted line with a fadeaway.
Again, let's see if this net team can dig in and get some stops so they can get out and run. They haven't been able to play with pace, no stops.
Now Gobert. Anderson working left. Anderson to the baseline with a leaner. No good. And a one-handed rebound by Cam Johnson of the Nets. Cam handling into the front court of the right wing. Puts it behind his back. Cuts left. Into the paint. Runs into Gobert. Leaves it off for Claxton. It's low. He has to back it out to Johnson in the corner. 10 to shoot. Cam against Anderson. Around him. Going quickly to the rim. The scoop won't fall, but a foul is called as Cam Johnson was tripped up. Goes sliding out of bounds across the baseline. The foul on Kyle Anderson. That's his first.
A nice attack that time by Cam Johnson. Again, Gobert makes you think differently. You realize he's not blocking as many shots as he has in previous years, but he gets you thinking differently as you get into the paint. And that's something the Nets got to correct. I mean, Brook Lopez had 9 blocks against the Nets. So you're saying to yourself, well, Brook's really done a great job blocking shots. No, so what happens is that's 9 times as Cam Johnson misses the free throw that the person driving the basketball didn't make a great decision, right? If you know that the potential of a shot blocker is coming, you've got options. You can pull up. You can maintain your dribble and probe. You can keep it alive and spray the ball. Getting your shot blocked that often is bad decision.
Cam Johnson makes that second free throw. 42-35 Minnesota. 8:50 to go in the second quarter. Gobert, hands left for Conley. Conley steps right, shoots a three, and hits. Timberwolves 4 out of 8 from behind the arc. Curry into the front court. Minnesota by 10. 8:38 to go in the second quarter. Claxton, dribble drive, right, around Gobert to the rim, and he lays it up and in, avoiding the shot block.
How about he can handle the ball, quick crossover, then goes with this offhand around Gobert and over.
Now Minnesota going right to left in the dark gray with a neon green trim. Gobert under the basket. Stumbling, backs it out to Prince. Right angle three is good for Taurean Prince.
The Nets are getting lit up right now. They got to play better defense. Jacques Vaughn, try zone with these guys like he did last night.
11-point lead for the Timberwolves. Curry on a screen, right wing three. That's good for Curry answering back.
He has been the biggest reason why the Nets aren't being really embarrassed right now.
10 points in 7 minutes for Seth Curry.
And passes and steals, but the other players aren't playing at the same level.
Gobert left of the lane, hands it back. Alexander Walker try to turn to the paint, whips it in the right corner to Conley. Conley working along the baseline. Feeds Gobert, middle of the blue paint. Couple of spins out to the rim and a two-hand slam. Little extra spin move got him between two defenders, and he got right to the rim.
Yeah, again, more offense here in Minnesota.
Bridges weaving around defenders, cut off by Gobert. Throws it up towards the rim, try to get it to Claxton, broke it up in Minnesota with a steal. Front court to the right wing to Prince. Prince, cut off by Bridges. We'll back it out. Anderson sets up. Out high on the right. In the corner to Prince. Got surprised by the ball. And then we're going to get a whistle. And they say that Prince stepped out of bounds. 7:09 to go in the second. 50-40, Minnesota.
All right, a little walk-up situation right now. That's got something special. And Mikal Bridges is going to initiate offense. Staggered double screens for him.
Comes right, attacking Gobert to a fadeaway left of the lane, and it rattles home from Mikal Bridges.
Man, I am a believer in his offensive ability. I thought it was a fluke in the first few games.
17 for Bridges. McDaniels working right, knocks over Cam Johnson. Offensive foul on Jaden McDaniels. Chris Finch didn't like that call. See if he would give it a review. He's taking a look at it on the video board, and he hasn't given the signal just yet, but a timeout is upon us, and we'll take a break. 6:47 to go in the second quarter. 50-42 Minnesota on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
Después de su exitosa gira por Latinoamérica, regresa la Luna de América, Ana Gabriel. Por amor a ustedes, gira 2023, Ana Gabriel. 20 de abril, Barclays Center en Brooklyn. Ana Gabriel. En su gira mundial, Por amor a ustedes. 20 de abril, Barclays Center en Brooklyn. Boletos a la venta ya en SeatGeek.com. Presentado por CNN.
Brooklyn, how you feeling? Don't get benched by illness or injury. Book at-home urgent care at DocGoNow.com. Doc Go On Demand is in-network with major insurance plans, bringing you the same high-quality medical care as a walk-in clinic at about the same cost. When your home team needs an assist, book an on-demand house call at DocGoNow.com. Doc Go On Demand. Urgent care reinvented. This message is sponsored by Ambulance by Doc Go, the official ambulance service of the Brooklyn Nets, New York Liberty, and Barclays Center.
In today's world, it's more important than ever to surround yourself with people and companies you can trust that will help you through some of the toughest decisions you've ever had to make. Whether you're looking to reopen your business or buy or rent a new home, Hub International is by your side. Visit Hub's Coronavirus Resource Center at hubinternational.com. Whether you're looking for help on business insurance, employee benefits, retirement planning, or even how to file for unemployment benefits, you'll get the information you need. Because at Hub International, our mission is to help you protect what matters most.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Hi, this is Joe Harris, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball with my boys, Chris and the Capper, on the Fan.
Well, Joe, get ready to take your fandom to the next level with the 23-24 season ticket package. Don't miss out on exclusive benefits, access, and rewards by becoming a next-level member at Brooklyn your way with a customizable membership experience built just for you. Learn more at brooklynnets.com/your-way. 6:47 to go in the second. Minnesota with a 50-42 lead over the Nets.
Nets are fortunate they only down 8. They're giving up 62% from the field, 56% from three-point land. They've turned it over with live ball turnovers. But this guy's helped them out a lot, Seth Curry.
To Johnson around the right side of Bridges. Hands back Johnson, right angle three. No good, but he got fouled right in front of the net bench by Jaden McDaniels. hit hard. He landed on him on his legs. Johnson gets up. Second foul on McDaniels. Helped up by his head coach, Jacques Vaughn.
Fun to watch Jacques Vaughn on the sideline. He just, it's not phony, but he's got a really just positive way about him.
Free throw good by Cam Johnson.
It's just who he is, and it's really neat to watch.
Well, the guy who's been rewarded with a contract extension, the franchise making a long-term commitment to Jacques Vaughn after, let's face it, as Johnson missed that second free throw, he guided them through a very difficult time for the organization, and he did it. He handled himself extremely well and made the organization, I thought, look good throughout that situation.
Yeah, I think he continues to make the organization look good. It's becoming, he helps the likability factor, and I don't know, I just really.
But it's genuine.
It's genuine.
Free throw is good by Cam Johnson.
Yeah, he's not putting on airs. This is how he lives his life, and I think it's contagious.
Jordan McLaughlin into the front court. Nets are within 6. 6:25 to go in the second. Anderson working right, Euro stepping, got in the air, passed it out. McLaughlin, left side three is good. Timberwolves 6 out of 10 from behind the arc. They have a 9-point lead again with 6:12 to go in the second.
Are the Nets going to show any kind of defensive resistance? This is not the level you need to be at.
Bridges turns the corner, puts it high off the window, no good. Tipped by Finney Smith goes in. Now the Timberwolves trying to answer quickly. Edwards into the front court. Stutter stepping through the lane with a floater. Bank no good, but a foul on Dorian Finney-Smith.
Anthony Edwards' ability to be physical and attack the arms of defenders is above his years, beyond his years. He just has an veteran way of knowing how to attack. Draw fouls.
Free throw is good for Anthony Edwards. 21-year-old, his third season out of Georgia, an Atlanta native. He wanted to play for Tom Crean. He was there at Georgia because he loved Dwayne Wade and Victor Oladipo, the guys that treated head coached at Marquette in Indiana. That free throw is good. Also helps you're from Atlanta.
Yeah. You got a Tom Crean story if you get a chance.
I love it. Here's Bridges. Top of the key, hands back, Finney-Smith. His left for Dinwiddie. 8 to shoot. Dinwiddie between the circles, coming right. Moves it left. Bridges, nice catch, shoots a three, and missed it in and out. Rebounded by Naz Reid for the Timberwolves.
You're surprised when Mikal Bridges misses that open a shot.
Naz Reid, top of the arc. Hands back, Jaden McDaniels. Cut off by Finney-Smith. Moves it right for Edwards. Edwards played by Bridges here. He'll pull up from 3 on the right, and it's good for Edwards. We mentioned shooting 37% from behind the arc, and he's got a couple of them here tonight. He's got 13 points.
Yeah, against Mikal Bridges.
O'Neal working left, spinning right on McLaughlin, who reached in. The shot won't fall, but a foul on Jordan McLaughlin will put Royce O'Neal at the line.
Royce O'Neal evaluating a smaller player on him, taking advantage.
I think I know. Now I remember your Tom Crean story.
Well, I had to go stay at Tom Izzo's house, the coach of Michigan State. He was a third assistant at Michigan State. This might have been 1987 or so, right?
Free throw good by O'Neal.
And I'm staying at his house. First of all, I'm very impressed. I'm very awkward. The guy who worked for Mike Dean, who coached at Michigan State the year before, he goes, "Nah, you're staying at his house." I go, "Come on, let me fly out there and recruit." And just, I had to stay at Tom Izzo's house.
Were you like sleep on a couch?
Yeah. So
free throw is good by O'Neal. You don't think that's a better story years later?
Yeah, it's a good story.
In hindsight, yeah.
Yeah, but now this young guy comes over. Tom Izzo's blowing me away. Well, we'll get back to the game.
Here's McLaughlin. Hands left for Alexander Walker. Out of the left wing. Pulls up from 3 and hits.
Nets are getting torched from 3. Torched everywhere.
60-48 Minnesota. 4:44 to go in the second quarter.
7 for 11. They're shooting a Slurpee.
And Dinwiddie down the lane finds Johnson in the corner. Hands to Finney-Smith just inside the arc of the right wing. Hands to O'Neal coming around him. O'Neal in front of the net bench. 3 to shoot. Working against Reed. Muscling him inside. Leaner won't fall. Tip won't go. Rebound batted. O'Neal's got it a third time. Put it up. It won't go. Finally tipped again by Finney-Smith. That won't go. Loose, Reed diving after it, but Bridges comes up with it. Bridges allowed for Finney-Smith, and he got bumped in midair and fouled by McLaughlin.
almost a dangerous play that time because he's going up and McLaughlin's not a big guy.
So the Nets missed 5 shots during that sequence.
Yeah, how about
and now
that?
free throws coming up for Dorian Finney-Smith. So you're in the basement of Tom Izzo's house, and here you see Tom Crean walking.
Yeah, Tom Crean, he's a college student. First of all, Tom Izzo's blowing me away by how sharp these guys are.
Yeah.
Talking about every player in the state of not just Michigan, how they're going recruiting that day. I hear him talking recruiting. He's on the phone. I'm thinking I'm doing a good job. This guy was up at 6 in the morning recruiting the whole world, right? And doing stuff like that. All of a sudden, this young college kid, kind of his sidekick, comes in to hang out with him. He's about 5, he's probably 20 years old. A guy named Tom Crane, who was annoying, who knew even more players than Tom Izzo did. And they're talking, and I'm like, what have I been doing for 3 years working? And here it is, years later, this is why these guys are successful.
2 free throws made by Finney-Smith. Edwards has it for Minnesota, dancing with it. Left wing 20-footer is no good. Rebound deflects to Reed, and Minnesota still with it. Reed in a back down against Bridges. Quick spin, left hook, no good. Comes off the front of the rim. Rebounded by O'Neal. Outlet nearly stolen. Bridges keeps it away, but a foul was committed there by Edwards, who got a piece of Bridges after he went after the ball.
Hey, you know what else stands out to you years later? The Van Gundys were different on the road than everybody else. You know, we go out road recruiting, like Jeff and Stan, they were different type of people. Like, we would work really hard, and then we'd figure out, hey, maybe we'll catch a pop here. I never saw those guys. They're always like, there's a reason why Cream rises,
That's not a Tom Crean.
No, it's a different story.
It's a different story.
It's a different story.
Free throw missed by Bridges.
Reminds me of you can identify people young of what they might become someday by their work ethic and who they are. That's not. And I was working hard. I wasn't like a bum, but that does stick out to me that these guys were different.
Bridges makes that second free throw, 60-51 Minnesota. 3:48 to go in the second quarter. Naz Reid out of the left for Edwards. Moves it right. Alexander Walker trying to penetrate against Johnson. Jump stop, middle of the paint, kicking on the wing to McLaughlin. McLaughlin works to the elbow, pass out Edwards, and he runs into O'Neal, and a foul on Royce O'Neal of the Nets. That'll be his first personal. I'm picturing this house, though, that Tom Izzo had. I think of Silicon Valley, the show where they have all these guys kind of like in a think tank.
I don't know. It was just a normal. His wife at the time was really nice. And I see him years later. I don't even know if he'd recognize me. I don't think he would.
Because you probably were like the one assistant coach that week that was in his house. Well, it might have been one a week.
No, you know what it was? Because the guy I worked for just had worked at Michigan State. Okay. So and Tom Izzo kind of was, below him. He said, no, you're staying at Izzo's house.
Tom Crane married one of the Harbaughs.
Yes.
In the lane, Edwards out top now for Jaden McDaniels, working left over to the rim and a slam with the right hand for Jaden McDaniels. Minnesota back up by 11. 3:20 to go here in the second.
And Tom Izzo and the Mariucci are best friends in Michigan. Grew up together.
49er head coach. Yeah. Bridges pull-up jumper, rolls around and goes in. Mikal Bridges with 20. But the Nets still trail by 9.
We have to call this second quarter story time. Maybe
30 minutes to go in the second. Up top, Conley on a high screen from Gobert. He'll shoot a 3. Missed it long. O'Neal with a rebound. Nets control. Outlet ahead, Dinwiddie. Up the right wing. Veers back left. Foul line. Spinning into the paint. Now has to kick it out. Left wing. O'Neal catch and shoot 3. And it's good for Royce O'Neal. His first made field goal.
Excuse me. Nets are so fortunate to just be down 6 right now.
Feels like it's worse.
Much worse.
Conley out of the left side now, up high for Edwards. Edwards coming right. Down the lane. Euro step into the rim. Blocked for the foul against Brooklyn. They'll get it on Mikal Bridges, and we'll get a timeout. 2:26 to go, second quarter here in Minneapolis. Minnesota with a 62-56 lead over Brooklyn on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
Grubhub presents Meditations for Takeout Night. You deserve takeout whenever you want it. Your order history guides you to your destiny. Your unique way of eating is reflected in everything you order on Grubhub. You bask in the delightful experiences that Grubhub brings. You are one with your Grubhub order. Find your happy plates
go for Grubhub.
At Mercedes-Benz of Morristown, you do have a choice. Today, most manufacturers have an electric vehicle, but only Mercedes-Benz has the luxury you've grown to expect with electric technology that's beyond your imagination. Stop in and see the full line of Mercedes-Benz EQs, available at Mercedes-Benz of Morristown. To make an appointment, call 888-THE-BENZ. That's 888-THE-BENZ. Mercedes-Benz of Morristown, 34 Richdale Avenue, just off exit 36 on Route 287 in Morristown. Remember, you do have a choice, so make it Mercedes-Benz of Morristown.
Weezer Indie Rock Road Trip. Coming your way, July 13th, Forest Hill Stadium. Weezer live. Special guests, Future Islands and Joyce Manor. On sale now at Weezer.com. Weezer. Don't miss out.
Hi, honey. Happy first day back at work. Can't wait to see you tonight. We are so proud of you.
Daddy, we love you.
There are many reasons to start recovery. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, we are here to help. Call us. Our trained counselors are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help. Your recovery is within reach. Call 844-REACH-NJ to learn about medication that can support your recovery. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Hey, this is Nick Claxton, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball with Chris and the Capper on the Fan.
2:26 to go in the second quarter here at Target Center. Timberwolves with a 62-56 lead over the Nets. Capper, did you know?
What's that?
You know why the Timberwolves are named the Timberwolves?
No, I don't know.
What's the connection to Minnesota?
Oh, there's Timberwolves around.
Yeah, the largest population of Timberwolves in the lower 48 states reside in Minnesota. I don't know how they actually figure that out. It's like a tall task. As the free throw good by Edwards, the census to figure that out would be really difficult, I would think.
Well, you know they got to feel bad though. They gave up their Laker nickname.
Yeah,
to Los Angeles. Los Angeles should not be. There's got to be some.
This is the land of 1,000 lakes.
Exactly. Right.
You see it when you fly into Minneapolis. You see all the lakes. Dinwiddie, oh my, go to the rim, and he scores past Jaden McDaniel.
Huge 2 minutes to close out this quarter right now. Nets, if they can stick around, for some reason they're within 6 points. They haven't played any D.
Approaching 2 minutes to go in the first half. Conley out of the right wing to Edwards. Drives in the lane, runs in a Claxton is still able to lay it up and in.
Again, so strong in the air. Nothing deterrent him. Gets bumped, he gets nudged, he goes right through everybody.
Dinwiddie working right into the paint with a floater. He scores, and Dinwiddie's starting to go downhill. 66-60 Minnesota. Minute 40 to go in the first half. Timberwolves went to the playoffs last year for the first time in 18 years. Left side three won't go from Conley. Foul, no shots though, says the official Matt Khalil.
Yeah, I've never seen him before, Matt Khalil.
I don't even know if he ever really were. I think he just showed up.
He just showed up? He had a uniform on?
He had a uniform. They gave him a whistle. No, he's the first-year official. Or 10 games last year. He's Canadian, by the way. Where's number 88? Pass to Gobert, inbound, get it to Conley. Conley circles right in the lane, dotted line runner, won't fall, rebound deflects out of bounds. And the other two officials confirm, Pat Frere and Sean Corbin, and they say it'll be Brooklyn ball. With a minute 27 to go in the first half. Nets to the ball, down 6, 66-60. They have never led in the game. They have trailed by as much as 12. Dinwiddie working left. And he bumps with McDaniels at a foul on Jaden McDaniels. That'll be free throws now for Dinwiddie because Minnesota's over the limit.
Good minutes recently of Spencer Dinwiddie, his ability to attack the paint. That time put some pressure on defense and draw a foul.
You hear the Wolves, Captain.
Yeah.
You hear them.
Yeah,
building. Free throw by Dinwiddie. Rimmed out to the right, no good. I don't think those are real. I know there are a lot of them here in Minneapolis, but it's a recording.
They do it on free throws. It's kind of like Minnesota whammy. But
yeah, it's like a call to arms. You know, it's like a call to get loud. Free throw missed by Dinwiddie.
You missed both, huh?
Yeah. You got T-Wolf.
Yeah, I got Oliver DeMoon.
Not to be confused with Teen Wolf. That was Michael J. Fox.
He had great vertical leap.
Tremendous. Alexander Walker, left of the lane, hooks across court to Anderson. Out top, Edwards comes top of the key with a pull-up. Short, no good. Rebounded by Royce O'Neal for Brooklyn. Under a minute to go in the first half. Nets down 6 with the ball. O'Neal on a high screen. Left of the lane. Probing inside against his former teammate Gobert, and then he turned it over. Conley with the steal. Ahead to Edwards. Driving it into Dinwiddie. Floater off glass. It's good for Anthony Edwards.
That was Gobert on the other side, though. Another live ball turnover. That's been a storyline. Steal, and they going the other way.
Nets give it up 10 points off 7 turnovers. Right wing Dinwiddie. Fadeaway jumper, no good. And a rebound grab by Minnesota. 30 seconds to go in the half. 68-60, Timberwolves. Edwards into the front court, out high on the left. Edwards played against Curry. Double comes, out to Alexander Walker. Conley in the corner to Anderson, a 3. Right corner, no good, too strong. Rebounded off the floor by Finney-Smith. Shot clock is off. Nets have it with 12 seconds to go in the half. They trail by 8. They've allowed 59% shooting in the first half. Dinwiddie works right in the corner. Finney-Smith, a 3. No good off the side of the rim. And rebound, Alexander Walker. 3-quarter court heave is off the mark. And the first half comes to an end.
Nets got to come out more aggressive on defense. You saw it in the last possession. They went and double-teamed Anthony Edwards. I don't think you can sit back in today's modern NBA. You got to go out and get after people. See if the Nets make that adjustment in the second half.
Timberwolves made 7 out of 13 from behind the arc. Had 10 points off 7 net turnovers, shot 58.7% of the game, 19 for Anthony Edwards. Rudy Gobert had 14 points, 7 rebounds, a couple of steals. The Nets were led by Mikal Bridges, 20 points, 10 for Curry. Nick Claxton had 5.6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 block shots in the first half. 68-60. Minnesota leads at the halftime break. We'll check out what's going on around the rest of the NBA and break down the first half for you as we continue from Minneapolis right after this on The Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
If you own a small business, you know the value of time. GetRefunds.com does too. That's why they've made it easy, no matter how busy you are, to apply for the Employee Retention Credit or ERC. Go to GetRefunds.com to get started, and in less than 8 minutes, see if your business qualifies for ERC assistance. Your business may be eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee kept on payroll during COVID-19. GetRefunds.com has already helped clients claim over $3 billion in payroll tax refunds through the ERC, and they may be able to help your business too. There's no upfront charge either. They don't get paid until your business gets its refund. Many businesses believe they won't qualify based off incomplete or outdated information. So don't let this opportunity pass you by, because this payroll tax refund is only available for a limited time. Go to GetRefunds.com. That's GetRefunds.com.
Hi, this is Drew Barrymore. Do you know what my idea of the perfect night is? First, make a bunch of complicated plans, and then cancel all those plans. Instead, spend the night streaming movies and TV shows on Pluto TV for free, including my show. There are tons of live channels and even more on demand. Free to stream all you want on Pluto TV and never pay a thing. Stream now, pay never. Pluto TV.
At Progressive, we love sports and saving you money, so we bundled them together.
Top of the 7th looks like a pitching change as they've set up for a corner kick. The 2 black belts have entered the mat, and the slider is low and away. He heads the ball to midfield. This is quite a kumite. Here comes the roundhouse. Has it got enough gas to get out of here? Unbelievable! They've bundled their home and auto insurance with Progressive. Kick Savings Pitch Karate.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Hi, this is Joe Harris, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball with my boys, Chris and the Capper, on The Fan.
It is halftime here in Minneapolis. The Timberwolves with a 68-60 lead over the Nets. Elsewhere in the NBA, they're in the fourth quarter in Washington. The Hawks lead the Wizards 106-101. Trae Young with 25 points. And you're starting to look now at the scoreboard. If you're a Net fan, you're getting late in the season now. The Hawks are one of those teams that are right behind the Miami Heat as the Nets try to stay in that sixth spot. The Nets currently a 2.5-game lead on Miami. They have a 4-game lead in the loss column in Atlanta. The Nets obviously want to stay in at least that sixth spot so you avoid having to play a play-in game to get into the regular playoffs. So keeping an eye on those scores. Those are obviously teams like Atlanta and Miami that you're going to keep an eye on what they're doing. The Heat are in action tonight at home against the Cavaliers. It's halftime there. Cavaliers with a 59-50 lead over the Heat. Donovan Mitchell with 25 points to lead Cleveland. Fourth quarter of Philadelphia, about 4 minutes to go. The Sixers trail the Trailblazers 114-109 to strike 35 from Joel Embiid. Halftime in San Antonio. Spurs lead the Nuggets 68-67. Nets will see Denver in Denver on Sunday as the road trip continues. Nikola Jokic has 21 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists for Denver. Only one other game on the schedule tonight. The Lakers will host the Toronto Raptors. Did you see the fine that was given to Nick Van Vliet? $30,000 for calling out the official Ben Taylor after he got a technical foul in that game. Apparently, Fred Van Vliet had 8 technicals this year. 5 have been called by Ben Taylor.
Wow. Well,
and he called him out in a press conference, and he got a $30,000 fine, which I thought was actually light.
Yeah.
When you see what he did. I mean, he was cursing. He was bringing up Ben Taylor's name, and it was not pretty.
Not pretty at all. And then he, alluded to, other officials, night in and night out, having weaker officials and, all this stuff going on. Listen, I understand, the frustration, but you gotta control your emotions on these kind of things.
Well, sometimes guys figure, I'll make my point and I'll take the fine. But I think the fine should be more. I think it should be more of a deterrent.
I think it should be more. I mean, maybe more. But I also think that if you don't think the officials are human beings, we talk about Dinwiddie complaining all the time. You're nuts.
Yeah.
And you don't think other guys are going to have Ben Taylor's back right now? Or if there's anything with Fred Van Vliet or the Toronto Raptors? They're evaluated by every call. So they're not like...
Yeah, they're trying to do the best job and get every call right.
Yeah, get every call right. They're evaluated by every call. It's an impossible job. And,
yes, they're not machines.
They're not machines. There is some human factor involved. And I tell you when there is judgment. There's judgment of when and when not to give a technical foul.
Yeah.
And you can sometimes walk away and if you're going to be one of these guys, it's going to upset people. Be careful. I don't know. There's some few things like that I think could be cleaned up.
Well, Adam Silver's here tonight. Maybe you can go give him some of your ideas.
I have opinions. I just, Yeah, you want me to start? Commissioner for a day, what would I do?
Yeah, go ahead. That would be a good segment. You got something in mind that's not going to get you fined?
No, you know what I wish they'd do? I think this is a Frank Isola thing, because I don't really have original thoughts. I want the guys on the bench to wear team uniform kind of stuff. Not their uniforms, but like warm-up suits that represent the team. I think, much like me going to Catholic school, it would save them the problem of what they're going to wear. I know walking to the arena is a big deal to see what they're, I don't know, like a drip or whatever the heck they call it.
Nice.
Clothes now, right? That was pretty good for me.
Yeah.
I'm like 90, I knew that. I understand there are a lot of pictures of that. That's a big deal. But on the bench, I think that would save some. I don't know.
It's gotten a little sloppy.
Guys
with hats, jeans. Yeah, it's got to, and I understand they may be designer jeans or something like that, but
no, don't get me wrong. Their outfit costs more than my house.
Yeah,
I just don't think they're
clean it up.
I think that'd be one thing.
They're not allowed to be in uniform if they're not active, but you could have like a non-active kind of uniform.
Yeah, almost like what the coaches wear, how they have a thing. And I think, again, it made it easy when I went to Catholic school. You had a uniform. This is what you got to wear when you get there. No thought involved. You're not feeling the stress and the pressure of looking cool on the bench.
Well, that's why a lot of you see presidents just wear a blue suit every day.
Yeah,
because they don't want to think about what they have to wear.
Yeah, it keeps it simple.
Yeah. Who was the other one? The guy, the Facebook guy, Mark Zuckerberg. Right, he used to just wear the hoodie every day.
Yeah,
but he had he had 1,000 of them in his house, but he just didn't want to have to put any brain power into what he was going to wear every day.
Yeah, well, I mean, those guys have their brain has to do a lot of work, and
you do the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't. My brain power is weak, and I wear the same outfit every day.
It's not because you don't want to extend brain power; it's you don't want to expend money on clothes.
You know, when I coached, my blue blazer was a big deal. Like they would keep stats of what my record was in my blue blazer, because I would wear it 85% of the time. Seriously.
Well, we're going to take a timeout because we've got to take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll do more. It's 68-60, Minnesota at the half. Back right after this. More sartorial conversation, I think. Maybe not. You have to look that up.
Yeah, I got to go.
On the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
We want to remain at home as we age, but sometimes we need a little help. Whether your needs are physical or cognitive, River Spring Licensed Home Care Services Agency provides in-home short and long-term care in the 5 boroughs and Westchester. Our home health aides can escort you to medical appointments, cook, oversee medications, and assist with daily personal care. For free consultation with River Spring Licensed Home Care Services, call 833-50-RIVER. That's 833-50-RIVER, or go to riverspringliving.org.
At Good Samaritan University Hospital, university means so much more. It means over 25 years of educating the next generation of physicians. It means advanced capabilities and the most compassionate care. And it means always investing in the health of Long Island. Now, at Good Samaritan University Hospital, our name reflects that commitment to you. Then, now, tomorrow, always.
Town Fair Tire became New England's #1 discount tire dealer by giving you the absolute lowest prices guaranteed. And with over 100 stores from Connecticut to Maine, we'll beat anybody's price. Other dealers, we beat them. Warehouse clubs, we beat them. Online sites, we beat them all every day. So remember, for the absolute guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Now, back by popular demand from New Jersey Lottery fans, it's the Green Ball.
Hi, yes, I'm rested, back in shape, and ready to help my Jersey Cash 5 players.
Greenball, is it true you give players a free second chance to win up to $50,000?
That's how I roll. When you see me in the games, that means a second drawing and another chance to win.
Only through April 2nd, look out for the Green Ball and Jersey Cash 5. Must be 18 older to buy lottery tickets. Please play responsibly. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. For game odds and promotion details, visit njlottery.com/JC5.
Hey, this is Nick Claxton, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM in the Odyssey app.
8-point lead for the Timberwolves at the half. Capper, what are we looking at here for the second half of Brooklyn?
Yeah, a little bit of defense. Come on. You're giving up 59% from the field, 54% from three. They gave up 68 points to the Minnesota Timberwolves, not known for their potent offensive attack. That's got to do that. They got to better individual containment out front. They got to get more aggressive on the defensive side. I think they're sitting back and just getting attacked. They got to get after people a little bit, maybe sprinkle in his own defense, but they got to find ways to get stops offensively, take care of the basketball. That got them in trouble early with some steals that the T-Wolves were able to get out and run. That scored okay. Can they defend? That'll determine the outcome of this game.
It is halftime. We're moments away from the start of the third quarter. We'll come back. Timberwolves with a 68-60 lead over Brooklyn. Back after this on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Did you know you've got McDonald's in your pocket? No, not that ketchup packet you forgot about. I'm talking about the McDonald's mobile app. Yes, you're carrying around all your McDonald's favorites, and with the app, they're only a few taps away. Download the McDonald's app today to get free medium fries with a minimum purchase of $1 when the Nets win on the road. And don't forget about that ketchup packet before Laundry Day. Offer limited time only through Nets season at participating McDonald's. Valid the day after Nets win any away game. McDonald's app download and registration required.
Ooh, hot, 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 hot. With the arrival of Triple Red 777, the New York Lottery's hottest new scratch-off game, the winnings might be a little hot, 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 hot. Spark a win today. Play the new Triple Red 777 scratch-off game, and you could win red-hot prizes up to $3 million. You must be 18 years or older to purchase a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly.
Raul Alejandro, the Latino heartthrob with the most anticipated show of 2023, is coming to Brooklyn. With special guest, the Jabberwockies Dance Crew. Friday, March 24th, Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tickets available at SeatGeek.com. Don't miss Saturno, Raul Alejandro's World Tour.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Hi, this is Patty Mills, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets Basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the Odyssey app.
Third game of a 5-game road trip. The Nets here in Minneapolis. They trail 68-60 at the half. They'll have the ball to start the third quarter. Full court pressure by the Minnesota Timberwolves as Dinwiddie is hounded by Edwards. Works to get it across the line and does. Gives it out high on the right and then gets it back. Dinwiddie out of the right sideline for Brooklyn. Had 7 points on 3 of 9 shooting in the first half. Dinwiddie comes left to the foul line for the lead. Off the heel, no good. Got his own miss. Surrounded. Backs it out. And that's a reset. 8 to shoot. Finney Smith with it. Gives it up top for Dinwiddie. Coming left. Try to turn the corner. Cut off. Backs up. Breaking the arc. Left wing 3. And it's good for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Such a big half. This is an important half for the Nets. They're going out to Denver and OKC. They kind of get it done here in Minnesota. See what the defense has got.
Conley into the front court for the Timberwolves. Out of the right wing, McDaniels a 3. Off the heel, no good. Bridges with the rebound. Mikal Bridges, who had 20 in the first half, gives right, and Cam Johnson couldn't handle the pass. Took his eye off it, and it goes out of bounds. So Minnesota in the dark gray with the bright green trim, moving left to right. On the left side now, it is Conley. Hands back, McDaniels working on Johnson, powering his way inside, and a shot floaters in and goes down. And there's 2 Nets down. Bridges and Cam Johnson both on the ground.
Cam Johnson took a shot in the face.
Right side, Finney Smith's open for 3, and he drains it. 70-66, Minnesota. A minute and a half gone here in the third quarter.
I'm not sure Cam Johnson is, though. He gave a thumbs up, but he took a shot in the face. It might have been...
Remember a couple of games ago, he got that bloody nose. Now a steal by Finney Smith. Spin out into the front court. Pull-up 3 is bouncing around the rim. No good. Rebounded by Kyle Anderson from Minnesota. Ahead now to Edwards. We also saw Claxton kind of go down awkwardly in that collision. And remember, this is where LeVert got hurt that time. That same basket. There's an alley-oop to Gobert and a dunk as Conley threw the pass on the baseline, and Gobert slammed it home.
It's an awful night. Yeah, Cam Johnson needs a timeout. He's kind of called timeout. Took a shot.
Yeah, remember, he took that shot across the nose last Sunday against Charlotte. He was bleeding profusely from his nose, and right now he's hunched over. And he's getting attended to right now. Trying to get a look at where it happened. Looking at a replay. He got a crossover elbow. Yeah, left elbow right to the nose area. Jaden McDaniels' elbow hit him.
Surprised that nobody looked at that. I mean, you're responsible for your elbows, right?
Mm-hmm. So they'll attend to him.
That would
take him. He's going to go to the locker room.
That would have been something. Officials just missed it.
He also could have. Spencer Dinwiddie and Jacques Vaughn are talking about it with Pat Frere right now, and you wonder. I mean, again, that nose had been. He wasn't wearing a mask or anything, so it still could be a little sore. You could also have a situation where, some kind of concussion protocol.
Regardless,
there's some blood on the floor, and that's trying to be cleaned up right now by some of the ball boys.
It was missed.
Girls.
We've seen things reviewed a lot. First of all, that was incredibly reviewable, but it wasn't. I just think the officials missed it. I didn't see it in action, but we didn't have a great angle.
I didn't think there was a foul.
No, I just saw bodies flying all over because Claxton fell at the same time, so you were distracted.
So they're working diligently to... And we just looked at a replay. I mean, I don't know if it was anything malicious.
It wasn't malicious, but you're still responsible for your elbows, right? You get it. And
it was a natural motion.
Still an offensive foul.
Yeah.
Might not have been a flagrant. But boy, don't tell Cam Johnson that right now.
No. Well, Cam Johnson has gone to the locker room. Royce O'Neal will replace him. 72-66 Minnesota. 2 minutes gone by here in the third. Dinwiddie into the front court. Gives out high on the left to Bridges. Bridges come on the high screen. Working left. Stop. Pull up. Shot over Gobert. Won't go. Back tap by Claxton. Net still with it. O'Neal right wing three. No good. Too strong. And a rebound grab by Minnesota. Anthony Edwards quickly to the front court. Gives right. McDaniels. Cut off. Back it out. Edwards. Pump fake. Moves right. Gives it up. McDaniels in the corner. Still along the baseline. Throws it at the rim. And Gobert guides it in.
You just throw it up in the vicinity and Gobert will guide it.
Now Dinwiddie into the front court. 8-point lead for Minnesota. 9:20 to go in the third. Dinwiddie in the lane. Twisting shot won't go. Rebounded by Minnesota. Kyle Anderson into the front court. Picked up by Finney Smith. Driving him left. Cut off. Pass to the wing. Edwards spinning. McDaniels now backs up behind the arc. O'Neal all over him. Gives to Edwards. Line drive to the rim. Comes under the rim with Claxton looming, and he missed the reverse layup. Dinwiddie fires it ahead for Brooklyn to Bridges. Bridges inside the arc on the left wing. Backing down his man. Pass out top. Knocked away. Bridges able to tip it over to Dinwiddie. Net still with it with 11 to shoot. Finney Smith. He'll cut left. Into the dark blue paint. Leaves it off for Claxton at a two-hand slam for Nick.
Excellent job by Finney Smith at the last moment, dropping it off to Claxton.
Minnesota by 6. 8:40 to go in the third. Pass deflected away. Stolen. Finney Smith's got it for Brooklyn. Driving it on McDaniel. Gobert looming, and he got fouled from behind. And a foul on Gobert. Gobert called for the foul.
Turnover forced by the quick, great hands of Royce O'Neal. We always talk about his hands on the interior when he's at a mismatch. Big guy, he's got to guard somebody down low, and he rakes it out of their hands. That time on the perimeter, having a quick hand, getting a deflection, and then igniting the transition.
So Dorian Finney-Smith at the line. Way short. Just grazed the front of the rim with a free throw. That's 10 of 17 from the line tonight. Finney-Smith, 74% on the season.
He was great last night for the Nets.
Well, perfect last night.
Yeah,
free throw good by Finney-Smith. 74-69 Minnesota. 8.5 to go in the third quarter. On a night that has seemed like a struggle for Brooklyn, but it's a 5-point game. Conley out top. Bounces it left. Jaden McDaniels cut off by Claxton. Backs up. Fadeaway 18-footer is good for Jaden McDaniels.
He's an improved player, and he's got great signs at 6'9".
11 points for McDaniels. O'Neal fires it left for Dinwiddie in front of the Timberwolves bench. Comes up top, circles around, bounce past Bridges. Try to attack, kick it up top to Dinwiddie. He attacks, right of the lane, cut off. Bounce to the corner to Finney-Smith, 6 to shoot. Out top Dinwiddie again. Dinwiddie against McDaniels. He's a good defender. Works him right. Bumps with him. Floater in the air, and he banked it in and then puts his arms in the air. Wanted to call. Didn't get it.
He's like that emoji, that with the hands up all the time.
The Dinwiddie emoji.
Yeah, it's the Dinwiddie.
Whenever you want to argue with someone, just throw up the Dinwiddie emoji. Anderson working across the paint with a right hook, and it's good for Kyle Anderson.
And again, so fundamental, so slow-mo when he used the jump hook against Nick Claxton.
Up top now, Bridges. Nets down 78-71, 7:20 to go in this third. Bridges, left wing, 18-footer is good for Mikal Bridges.
When he glides to his left, stops and pops, man, that's a high percentage shot for him.
24 for Bridges. Edwards out top. Bounces it left. Conley run off the line. Drives instead. Floated from the foul line. Winds up in the hands of Gobert. Has to back it out to Anderson. Sets up. Shoots a three and missed it. Rebounded by Royce O'Neal for Brooklyn. Lobs it ahead. Right wing. Bridges gives it up. Finney-Smith run off the line. Drives instead. Going strong. Trying to avoid Gobert. We got a piece and controlled it. Minnesota with it. Edwards into the front court. Anthony Edwards, right wing, pull-up three. No good. Gobert with a rebound among four defenders and a foul called against the Nets. Leads us to a timeout. 6:41 to play, third quarter in Minnesota. Timberwolves 78, Nets 73 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
Grubhub presents Meditations for Takeout Night. You deserve takeout whenever you want it. The food you want is within the Grubhub app and thus within you. You control your own future and can order ahead for it. You manifest Grubhub's reliable delivery. You are one with your Grubhub order. Find your happy plates. Go for Grubhub.
Searching for ways to save energy and make your home more comfortable? National Grid, a proud partner of the Brooklyn Nets, is here to help. It all starts by wrapping your home with layers of comfort and savings to keep extreme temperatures out and savings in. From replacement windows to air sealing and insulation, we have exclusive rebates available to help weatherize your home. It's all part of our Total Home Comfort program. Learn more at ngrid.com/EE.
Okay, ladies, it's time to talk about taking your health more seriously. I'm Andrea Lanza, and for nearly 20 years as a member of our patient care team at Princeton Longevity Center, I've helped women think differently about taking care of their health. Simply put, your annual doesn't give you the full picture. A typical exam often misses your heart attack and stroke risk, other cancers, or problems that are often overlooked until it's too late. At Princeton Longevity Center, I've seen our one-day programs change and even save the lives of women. Our highly personalized programs work to find hidden health problems early, even before symptoms start, and better yet, work to prevent those diseases in the first place. Isn't that the better approach? Princeton Longevity Center has helped women like you take control of their health with the time, attention, and testing they need. Now it's your turn. Take the next step by calling my 5-star patient care team and me today at 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Hi, this is Cam Thomas, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the Odyssey app.
And at fans on and off the court, knowing when to take the shot is key. Have you gotten your updated COVID-19 booster shot yet? The one designed for recent Omicron variants? Check your eligibility and schedule at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech. Cam Johnson has made his way out of the locker room and is seated on the net bench. So it looks like he is ready to return to the lineup. But he's not going into the game just yet. Dinwiddie, Harris, Bridges, O'Neal, and Claxton on the floor. Gobert going to the line here for Minnesota. Gobert, Prince, McDaniel, Conley, and Edwards out there for the Timberwolves.
I wouldn't forget about Seth Curry tonight. I thought he was terrific in the first half. 10 points. Defense, assist.
Rudy Gobert, 66% free throw shooter, rattles home that free throw.
Remember, his father is a player at Marist. His name was Rudy Bougarel.
Mm-hmm.
He played along the front line with Rick Smith, 7'2", 7'4".
They have another big guy up
Yeah, another guy. Can't think of his name.
The Great Wall of Poughkeepsie that we were talking about. Free throw good guy. Rudy Gobert.
You've said that before, but I forgot.
80-73 Minnesota. 6.5 to go in the third quarter. There's Dinwiddie up near the midcourt line. Dinwiddie coming on a high screen. Crossover, driving it right, kicking to the corner to Harris. Run off the line, goes across the lane, right to left, feeds to cutting O'Neal. Underneath the basket, pass out to Dinwiddie. Back to the corner. O'Neal a three. Just got it off, and he knocks it down from the right corner.
That was a beautiful possession. Boy, the ball was hitting the paint. It was moving sides, and guys were in attack mode and an extra pass.
80-76, Minnesota. Midway through the third quarter here in Minneapolis. Edwards up top. Coming right. Edwards working in the lane. Got in the air. On the way down, twisted it up. No good. Bridges the rebound for Brooklyn. Racing into the front court, right to left. Bridges to the foul line. Pulls up for the jumper. And it rolls in from Mikal Bridges. Net to within two with 5:47 to go in the third quarter.
And you can hear Jacques Vaughn. He is into it on the sideline, dancing, pumping up his team.
Prince out of the right side. We get a whistle and a foul away from the play against the Nets. Foul on Joe Harris.
Well, certainly pleading for some defense in this game was Jacques Vaughn, and much better effort so far in this third quarter. An 18-12 advantage in this quarter by the Nets.
McDaniels will inbound along the near side. Gets it in out top for Gobert. Gobert spins. Foul line. Euro stepping in the lane with a floater. It won't fall. Rebound deflects to Dinwiddie. Nets control. Chance to tie or take the lead with a three. Dinwiddie on a high screen. Works the right corner to Harris. Back it out top for Dinwiddie. Spencer coming right. Out of the right wing. Played by Prince. Now comes left for the Claxton screen. To the foul line. Cut off by Gobert. Backs him up with 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie with a low crossover between the leg dribble. To a step back three. Short, no good. Minnesota with a rebound.
You got to attack Gobert in that situation. The step back is a waste of time.
And now trying to guard Gobert on the other end. As Edwards sets up, Gobert wants it to the post and gets it. Right of the lane. Backing him down. Turns. And he got an elbow up, and he also traveled. It's a turnover as Rudy Gobert shuffled the feet.
Jacques Vaughn doing the travel signal. Pat Ferrer doing it. Looks like Studio 54. Travolta.
Back in your day.
No, they let me in.
That was 2001 Odyssey in Brooklyn where they did Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, yeah, when he did the dance
floor and everything. My wife was a kid in Brooklyn. They actually took a field trip to go there.
Oh,
Bridges to the foul line, working left, fade away. Over the rim, trying to throw it to Claxton. He missed it. Here come the Timberwolves the other way. Edwards into the front court. Runs into O'Neal. Pass out, McLaughlin open, right corner three. No good. Weak side rebound being battled for, taken by O'Neal for Brooklyn.
The Nets have been better when O'Neal's been on the floor. He's done a really good job coming in this quarter again.
Third straight possession, trying to tie or take the lead. Dinwiddie. Bounce pass, Claxton. Bumps with Gobert. Floater won't fall. Rebounded by Minnesota. In transition, McDaniels. Hesitation move around Harris going to the rim. The flip won't fall, but a foul is called on Joe. That'll put Jaden McDaniels at the free throw line. With 4:15 to go in the third quarter, Minnesota an 80-78 lead over the Nets.
Bridges talking to Claxton about how he wants to. Sometimes you keep that dribble alive with the probe dribble out, and then you throw the lob up after you get Gobert out of the paint.
Free throw in and out, no good from McDaniels. And Cam Johnson coming back into the game. So after taking that shot to the face, good to see Cam Johnson come back into the game. Finney Smith also comes in. Harris and Claxton go to the bench. Gobert coming out of the game now. Naz Reid comes in from Minnesota.
Yeah, so Gobert's out, so Nets can play with Finney Smith as a center.
Free throw by Jaden McDaniels is good. 81-78 Minnesota. 4:15 to go third quarter. Chris Carino at Tim Capstraw with you at Target Center in Minneapolis. Dinwiddie out of the right wing for Brooklyn. In the white, attacking right to left. Up and under on Reed. Gets to the rim. The layup won't fall, but a foul is called. It'll put Dinwiddie at the line.
Now that's the direction you want Dinwiddie to go.
Downhill.
Downhill. We don't need him going backwards. That step back, occasionally is a pretty good shot. I mean, out of desperation, but that's not what you want to settle for. He's so fast, so athletic, attacks the big.
Free throw good for Dinwiddie. Foul on Naz Reid. His second. Both these teams occupy the 6th spot in their respective conferences as Dinwiddie makes that free throw to cut the lead to 1. Of course, the Nets 8 games over 500. Minnesota a game over 500. Here's Reed, right of the lane. Twisting in the lane. His shot won't fall. Rebounded off the rim by O'Neal. In transition, a crossover. Down the lane. Reverse layup. It won't fall, but a foul is called against Minnesota. As the Nets can take the lead for the first time, and they can do it at the free throw line with 3:50 to go in the third quarter.
How about Royce O'Neal's just effort and intensity in a limited amount of minutes has really been impressive.
He's played 18 minutes, has 8 points, 11 rebounds in the game. 2 for 3 from the line. He's at the line to shoot 2. The first can tie it, and it does. Tied for the first time since it was scoreless. Check that. And now to give the Nets their first lead of the game. Free throw on the way. Short, no good. And we remain tied at 81 with 3:47 to play in the third quarter here in Minnesota. Edwards, played by Bridges up top. Works him right. Back left. Anderson right of the lane. Down the lane. Tied up, but still able to score. As he fought through the contact from Royce O'Neal.
Yeah, he had a hand on the ball. He usually strips it, but Kyle Anderson fought through it.
83-81, Minnesota. 3:20 to go in the third. Bridges out behind the arc on the right. Pass out top between the circles to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie comes left. Pass to the corner. Finney Smith across the lane. Right elbow. Backs out right foul line. Moves it out top. Dinwiddie now over to Bridges. Right wing 3. Missed it to the right. Rebounded by Edwards from Minnesota. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the third. Nets down 2. Edwards straight on 3. Short. Bounds out to the left. Bridges to the rebound for Brooklyn. Pass up the right wing to O'Neal. In the corner to Johnson. 3 on the way. Is good for Cam Johnson. And the Nets take their first lead of the game with 2:48 to go in the third quarter. Right out of the locker room, being checked for an injury, and then comes in and drains a 3 to give the Nets their first lead. Prince along the baseline. Cut off by Johnson and fouled by Cam Johnson. And a timeout with 2:36 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, good job by the Nets. So they certainly tightened it up defensively. And they saw in the last possession, if they can get stopped, they can play with pace and shoot early threes.
Nets have outscored Minnesota 24-15 here in the third quarter. With 2:36 left in the third, Nets 84, Minnesota 83 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
No one works harder to improve the health of Brooklyn than Maimonides Health.
It's my go-to.
With 3 hospitals, 90 convenient locations, and over 1,800 doctors, Maimonides is more than a medical center.
It's my confidence.
Whether you have an everyday health need or seek expertise from a specialist at our Centers of Excellence, Maimonides will always provide the best possible care for the people of Brooklyn.
My home. My choice.
Maimonides.
This last year has taught us that financial power is in the hands of the people. Enter the market confidently with Webull, the trading app that is here to elevate your investing experience with access to a community of investors, education, and technology right at your fingertips. Stay informed on the go with real-time data and market research. Join millions of users today, learning, sharing, and investing with the Webull app. Consider your investment risks carefully. Webull Financial, LLC.
The new Google Pixel 7 Pro is super, especially when it's on Verizon, the network America relies on. It's supercharged, super-powered, and a super...
deal.
You know it. Now, switch to Verizon and get the Google Pixel 7 Pro on us with select trade-ins and select 5G unlimited plans.
That really is super.
Yep. There's never been a better time to switch to Verizon. $899.99 device payment purchase with new smartphone line on select 5G unlimited plans required. $200 Verizon e-gift card with ported. Less $700 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions and additional terms apply.
Hey, Nets fans, from Bushwick to Brooklyn Heights, Midwood to Mapleton, Flatbush to Fort Greene, Cobble Hill to Clinton Hill. Brooklyn, are you ready for your updated COVID-19 booster shot? Updated booster shots designed to help protect against recent Omicron variants are available. Learn about eligibility and schedule today at vaccines.gov. Brought to you by Net sponsors Pfizer and BioNTech.
Hey, this is Nick Claxton, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball with Chris and the Capper on the Fan.
Brooklyn Nets fans and gamers, join us for our NBA 2K League Kids game at Barclays Center on Sunday, March 19th as the Nets take on the Denver Nuggets. Get your game on and enjoy Xbox gaming stations, a meet and greet with the Nets 2K gaming crew, and a Brooklyn Edition NBA 2K League t-shirt giveaway for the first 5,000 fans in attendance. Get your tickets now by visiting SeatGeek.com/Nets. 2:36 to go, third quarter, Minnesota. Nets at 84-83 lead, and Taurean Prince going to the line here for the Timberwolves as they look to retake the lead. Free throw is good for Prince. Prince, a former Net, sent to Cleveland and part of the James Harden deal. Now in Minnesota, it signed an extension this year, makes that free throw. And the Wolves jump back on top. Dinwiddie across the Wolves logo at midcourt. Turns around Prince, going to the rim, and jackhammers it down with a right hand. Wow, what a punch from Spencer Dinwiddie.
And what a play call designed by Jacques Vaughn to fool the T-Wolves to give him an angle.
And now up top, Alexander Walker runs into Curry in a foul. And that's interesting. Like Dinwiddie still always shocks you sometimes with some of the athletic moves that he makes.
That's when he's
speed.
Yeah, when he goes though, that's what makes him a good player. His ability to go to the rim. He can really change his speeds and just accelerate.
Free throw is good. It rattles in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Nets got to defend without fouling now. They're doing a good job. Don't put the T-Wolves on the line. Alexander Walker that time. Steph Curry had his hands out. Got to play with your feet.
Missed the second free throw. Game remains tied. 2:14 to go. Tied at 86. Dinwiddie into the front court. Dinwiddie comes around a high screen from Claxton. Played by Reed. Nets trying to take advantage of no Gobert on the floor. Dinwiddie against Reed. Attacks him, goes by him, and lays it up and in. And the Nets take an 88-86 lead with under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Got the matchup they needed right there and then attacked it. Again, Dinwiddie going downhill.
Prince draws two defenders, feeds Reed out to Anderson. Up top, Alexander Walker a three. In and out, no good. And run down to the far side by the Nets, Cam Johnson.
If the Nets can get another match, here it is. He's got him.
Dinwiddie, top of the key, Reed on him. They want to space the floor. Dinwiddie looking to attack. Down to 12 to shoot. Moves left, pass Reed, go to the rim. The layup, no good. Don't tell him no on the follow by Nick Claxton. Nets to the 4-point lead. Wolves the other way. Drive and kick out to Prince. Runs into Curry. No call. Prince pulls up. 17-footer. No good. Rebounded by the Nets. Cam Johnson weaving through defenders into the front court. Johnson still with a dribble. Working left. Knocks over Reed. Floater won't fall, but a foul is called, on Prince. That'll put Cam Johnson at the line.
And what a wake-up call in the third quarter for this Net group, Chris. Playing defense, getting offensively, attacking the basket, making plays happen. Great wake-up on the defensive side after giving up 68 first-half points.
And going to the line now is Cam Johnson. Free throw on the way is good.
Only 18 given up in this quarter. And good job, good evaluations by the Nets, understanding that when Gobert is out, to get to the rim. That's right, Gobert plays that drop defense. He doesn't go out to play the guards on the perimeter.
Free throw is good by Cam Johnson. Nets take a 6-point lead with 1:05 to go in the third quarter here in Minneapolis. The Nets have outscored the Timberwolves 19-6. Left side three from Anderson won't fall, and then there's a push on the rebound by Gobert and a foul on Rudy Gobert.
And again, Cam Johnson taking another shot. What's going on tonight?
And the Timberwolves over the limit, so Timberwolves over the limit with that Gobert foul, 94 feet from the basket, and now Cam Johnson's going to get to walk to the other end, and Gobert gave him a shot.
And he got
bloody out right to the face again.
He's got a bloody lip right now a little bit.
Free throw on the way is good. with 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. 93-86 Nets. Second on the way is good. Nets go up by 8. A 21-6 spurt here in the third quarter. Alexander Walker up top. Gives right Edwards. Edwards working against Finney Smith. Backs up 3 on the way. No good. It was short. Gobert with a rebound. Went over Claxton to get it. Spins into a left hook, and it's good for Rudy Gobert.
You can't jump with Gobert. You got to block him out, and that's something that a lot of bigs don't do. They're so used to just going up and get it. Got to push him back. He's so long.
Dinwiddie out high on the left. Played up top by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 8 to shoot. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. A quarter belonged to Brooklyn. Dinwiddie driving, foul line, floater, won't fall, but he drew a foul against Alexander Walker, who sprints to the other end in protest. And he got a technical as well. And they're not howling at the moon here. They're booing here in Minnesota, booing the officials. Now Curry's going to shoot the technical.
Dinwiddie does that all the time, and some people give him the call and some don't, where he goes into the body and into the
throws the arms up. Free throw by Curry is good of the Nets. Up by 7, and now Dinwiddie's going to get 2 free throws.
Adam Silver is here in the crowd. It must feel like when you watch me do an interview with Jacques Vaughn for these officials.
Free throw is good by Dinwiddie.
A little pressure on these guys to make sure they're making the right call.
They're on their P's and Q's here when they've got their commissioner in the house?
Yeah,
your boss in the house. If we knew that our bosses were listening right now, we'd be at our best as Dinwiddie makes that free throw.
You're at your best no matter what. That's true. Me, on the other hand.
Here's Kyle Anderson. Oh, you try. Alexander Walker down the lane. Leaves it off for Gobert. Seconds winding down. They don't get a shot off as Kyle Anderson made a bank 3, but it came after the horn. Nets close out the third quarter on a 24-8 run. They outscore the Timberwolves 37-20 in the third quarter. At the end of 3 here in Minnesota, it's the Nets 97. The Timberwolves on the floor is no good, but it's under review. And it's not going to count, I can tell you right now. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back right after this on The Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
Experience the future of connectivity with Spectrum One. You get Spectrum Internet delivering the fastest speeds in the nation for $49.99 a month. Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security, free for 12 months. And a Spectrum mobile line with unlimited talk, text, and data, plus nationwide 5G, free for 12 months. That's Spectrum One. Visit Spectrum.com or your local Spectrum store today. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
If you're looking for the lowest price on Nexen tires, then go to Town Fair Tire and get the guaranteed lowest price on any Nexen tire you need. That's right, the lowest price on any Nexen tire, including their most popular tread patterns. Plus, nobody will give you more free services for life than Town Fair. Remember, for the guaranteed lowest price on Nexen tires, plus the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brand best discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Are you tired of your current ride, but you would rather schedule a root canal than go to a dealership? Don't want to waste hours of your time dealing with a pushy salesperson? If you're tired of dealing with dummies, you're invited to experience the smart way to buy at Route 22 Toyota. Qualified buyers can save big with financing as low as 0% on some of your favorite Route 22 Toyota models. Call 973-221-2525 for details. It's 973-221-2525 to upgrade your ride without the hassle at Route 22 Toyota in Hillside, New Jersey. Jersey.
It may be winter outside, but inside the New Jersey Expo Center, it's golf season. The New Jersey Golf and Travel Show presented by the KPMG Women's PGA Championship is 2 days only, March 11th and 12th. Save up to 70% on golf equipment, accessories and apparel, even vacation packages. Test the newest clubs, compete in skills competitions, receive a free lesson from a PGA pro. For tickets, go to NewJerseyGolfShow.com. Come tee it up this weekend at the New Jersey Expo Center in Addison, March 11th and 12th.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
G'day, this is Patty Mills, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball with Chris and the Kappa on the Fan.
Just underway, fourth quarter. Nets a 97-88 lead over Minnesota. A big third quarter for Brooklyn, and they've come back from as much as 12 down. Wolves try and get it inside to Gobert, and a foul is called against Royce O'Neal. That'll be his third. The Nets have outscored their opponents by double digits in the third quarter 11 times this season, including tonight. 9 of those 11 third quarters have come on the road.
Great response to Coach Jacques Vaughn after that first quarter, certainly on the defensive side.
Conley out of the right, cuts left. Jump pass to the left side, Alexander Walker. Run off the line, gives inside to Anderson. One dribble, pull up, and it's good for Kyle Anderson. A 97-90 lead for Brooklyn. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Chris Carino and Tim Capstraw with you at Target Center in Minneapolis. Bridges left of the lane, gets a seam going to the rim, lays it up, it sits on the front of the rim, and it crawls in for Mikal Bridges. He went around Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, he sure did with his quickness. He only had 2 in the third quarter after 20 in the first half, so he'll be a focal point of the offense now.
Now Ronald Lane Anderson throws it at the rim over the outstretched arms of Gobert, but they're going to say he got grabbed and pulled down by Cam Johnson. And a foul on Cam, his third.
Out of timeouts and out of breaks, Jacques Vaughn is outstanding. He gets a great shot for guys.
You said how you judge a coach sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, a lot of that.
Out of bounds, after timeout. ATOs, as they call them.
Yeah.
Left corner, Alexander Walker, a high arcing three, no good. Taken to the run by Curry. Nets in the white go right to left into the front court. They have a 9-point lead. Just over a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Curry out of a high screen. Works to the elbow with a pull-up. And it's no good. It was short. Alexander Walker flies in for the rebound for Minnesota. Left to right they go into the front court. Hand back to Kyle Anderson.
Trying to go inside to Gobert. But boy, Royce O'Neal is battling.
He's got the right wing. Conley driving it right into the chest of Finney-Smith. He's able to score, and a foul is called on Dorian Finney-Smith. And Conley will go to the line with a chance to the 3-point play. And Jacques Vaughn debates the call with the other official Matt Kalia. Jalen McDaniels comes into the game now. That still remains small at the center position with Gobert in the game.
Yeah, Gobert in the game. They're going to stay like that right now. And
free throw good by Conley.
There's a lot of switching going on. Royce O'Neal's ended up on Gobert quite a bit, and he's battling him.
99-93, Brooklyn. Minute and a half gone to the fourth. Finney-Smith out top. Played by Gobert. Hands to Bridges. Coming around left. Cut off by Gobert. Retreats. Now they get the matchup they want. Bridges isolated at the top of the arc against Gobert. Bridges. Crossover. Driving him right. Stops at a dime. Fadeaway. 12-footer. Rolls around and comes off. No good. Minnesota front court. Prince. Cuts left. Bumps at Bridges. Stops. Pulls up. Shot at the side of the rim. Bridges with the rebound. Right to left they go. Streaking into the front court. Bridges driving it inside. Twisting shot off the window. Won't fall, but a foul is called against Kyle Anderson.
Excellent job. He gets the rebound and goes all the way down to the other side of the floor. You want to beat Gobert down the floor. You know how to tack into the body of Kyle Anderson. Almost finished the potential 3-point play, but he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
So Bridges with 26 in the game. 1 of 2 from the line. 11 of 19 shooting in 32 minutes. Trying to extend the net lead. First free throw is no good. In and out. Nets.
Yeah.
Just 21 of 30 from the line. After going perfect last night.
And Bridges up to 32 minutes. I'd be curious to see if do they play him straight through this quarter or do they give him a break?
There's 9:53 left here in the fourth.
You certainly need him. He is really good. Plus, the attention he garners allows other guys to be open.
Free throw is good for Bridges.
Big minutes because Dinwiddie's not on the floor, so you got different guys bringing up and initiating offense.
100-93 Brooklyn. 9:50 to go in the fourth. Left side, Conley will back it out to Anderson. Moving right of the lane. Turns around and backs it out. Conley's got it. Conley against Claxton. Conley works right. Foul line. Throws it toward the rim. Broken up by Bridges. Here come the Nets. O'Neal in transition. Bumping with Conley. Kick it out to Johnson. Hands to Bridges. Bridges right of the lane. Tough shot. Right hand. Won't fall. Rebound. Batted out. And taken by Minnesota. Prince weaving through traffic. Hands out of the right wing to Conley. He'll shoot a three. Off the heel. No good. Cam Johnson with a rebound. Nets the other way. Johnson in transition. Johnson cut off by Conley, who knocked it loose. Whoa, steal it, pass ahead, Gobert. Gobert with a pump fake. The lay-in good, and he got fouled. But will it count? The foul on O'Neal. Yes, they're going to score the goal. O'Neal called for the foul, his fourth. And now a chance at a three-point play for Gobert.
Now, crazy sequence right there results in the ball in the hands of the Timberwolves. And Gobert, who never got back into the play, was able to cherry pick and get himself a potential three-point play. Nets got to show some poise right now. Really impressed with Royce O'Neal, matched up with Rudy Gobert, though. Now that Claxton's back, I'm not sure he will be, but remember, he knows him well. Gets another rebound.
Gobert missed the free throw. You say Claxton got that rebound. You say, or O'Neal. O'Neal got it. It's 12th. And now they get O'Neal for turning the ball over. He turned it over. He palmed it as he brought it across the midcourt line.
That was a very
you talk about
strange call.
You talk about not having Dinwiddie out there and other guys initiating your offense. There was a little pressure for him, and he turned it over.
Well, again, Claxton's on the floor, but Royce O'Neal still matched with Gobert.
McDaniels out of the left side. Comes left. Feeds a rolling Gobert at the rim, and a two-hand slam, and he got fouled. Gobert like Gulliver out there. Smaller guys, the Lilliputians, all hanging around him, hanging off him. Just attacking the rim, and now we'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, much more of a focal point of the offense here in Minnesota, as opposed to his time in Utah when he was kind of a put-back guy, a roll guy. Getting a lot of post-ups now.
Struggles from the line, missed it short. Bridges with a rebound, comes out of trouble. Moves up the right wing into the front court. Bridges picked up by Conley. Back it out top Curry. Moves it left Dinwiddie, but we get a whistle here. And a foul against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, McDaniels and Claxton got in a wrestling match.
McDaniels called for his fourth foul. Alexander Walker going to check into the game now, replacing McDaniels for Minnesota. Claxton out there with Dinwiddie back in, Bridges, O'Neal, and Curry. They lob it toward the rim. Claxton grabbed it about chest level and then reached up and dunked it with two hands. And the Nets take a 5-point lead with 8:40 to go in the fourth. From out of bounds, we saw
again,
that.
Was that Bridges who threw it? I was looking away. Was that Bridges who threw it?
They did it in Houston the other night. Gobert under the basket, surrounded. Back it up top. Alexander Walker's got it. 5 to shoot. Drives left, cut off, moves in the corner to Anderson. Across the lane. Slowly inside. Missed the scoop. Deflects out of bounds. Oh, Curry saved it and got it ahead to O'Neal. O'Neal into the front court. Gives to Curry. Looking around. Hands to Dinwiddie. Back to Curry. Shoots a deep three. Missed it short. Rebounded by Minnesota. And a timeout called by Minnesota.
Yeah, well, Gobert is limping a little bit right now. Limping kind of gingerly right there. I wish that Seth Curry had taken him off the dribble because he was hurting.
Yeah, he settled for about a 28-footer. We get a timeout. 8:06 to play. Fourth quarter in Minnesota. Nets 102. Timberwolves 97 on the Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
At Progressive, we love sports and saving you money, so we bundled them together.
The final horse now in the gate, and they're off. They're starting off with a double toe loop jump, leaving a difficult 7-10 split. As there's movement on the inside rail. Only 9 pins separate them now to head to the final quarter mile. They're neck and neck. It's down to the last frame. Here comes the axle jump. They've bundled their home and auto insurance with Progressive. Win strike savings gold.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Nets fans, when decided to take a charter bus, there's only one choice. That's Best Trails and Travel, New York City's premier charter bus company. Best Trails and Travel has the highest level of charter bus service in New York City and has been servicing New York's leading corporations, professional sports teams, and private individuals for over 25 years. They offer premium customer service and the newest fleet of buses in the industry. Whether you're traveling with family, friends, or colleagues, Best Trails and Travel guarantees you the ultimate travel experience. Visit them at besttrailstravel.com or call them at 212-206-6974.
SeatGeek's the ticketing app for fans like the sideline shot caller.
Come on, boys, pick up the pace.
SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so when he yells,
"What are you doing?"
he can be absolutely sure the players heard him. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Hi, this is Cam Thomas, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets Basketball with Chris and the Capper on the Fan.
Hey, Net fans, from Bushwick to Brownsville to Bed-Stuy. Brooklyn, have you gotten your updated COVID-19 booster shot yet? The one designed for recent Omicron variants. Check eligibility and schedule at vaccines.gov, sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech. 8:06 to go, fourth quarter, Minnesota. The Nets, who trailed by as much as 12 in this game, were down 9 at the halftime break. They lead 102-97 with 8:06 to go in the fourth.
Anthony Edwards back onto the floor. He'll be a guy they go to. Nets got to defend without fouling. You're already in the bonus, and they're going to play zone out of this timeout.
Gobert still trying to shake off the effects of it. He might have turned his left ankle. Remains in the game. Prince out of the left wing. Gobert wants it against Claxton. Got it. Left of the lane. 6 to shoot. Hands back to Prince. Prince along the baseline. Tough floater. Good for Taurean Prince. 102-99 Brooklyn with 7:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. Now Dinwiddie across the midcourt line. Picked up by Nickeil Alexander-Walker for the Timberwolves. That's in White going right to left. Dinwiddie along the near side. Right behind the arc with a right-hand dribble. Backs up a bit with 9 to shoot. Claxton comes up to set a screen. Dinwiddie goes around it. Shoots a 3 straight on. It's good for Spencer Dinwiddie. He's got 23. Nets go up by 6. Third 3 for Dinwiddie. Conley out of the left side. The veteran backs up. O'Neal on him. Has to give it up. Edwards moves it right. Prince has it in front of the net bench. Drives baseline. Step through. Shot blocked by Claxton. Out of bounds on the far side. Claxton with his 4th block of the game.
6 on the clock right now for Minnesota.
Claxton overtaken by Brook Lopez last night for total blocks this season.
All right, now Finney Smith comes out, and he's going to play Gobert. Nets have mixed up who they're playing on him, but it hasn't been Claxton. They're allowing Claxton to play other players and then roam over for help.
Inbounding on the far side, Conley. Hands it into Edwards. 5 to shoot. Edwards against Bridges. Goes around him, down the lane, soaring to the rim, and lays it up and in with the left hand. Anthony Edwards. Ant-Man is the Wolves brings him within 4. 6:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Mikal Bridges leads the Nets with 27. He's got it up top. Weaving through defenders. Dotted line pull-up. It's good for Bridges. He's got 29.
Over the outstretch, Gobert. He stopped on a dime and was able to arc it over him.
Now Minnesota with it. Working left. Conley, cross court to the right. Alexander Walker a 3. Missed. Rebounded by Finney Smith. And now the Nets control. With a 6-point lead in the ball, 6:20 to go in the fourth. Dinwiddie on a high screen. Dinwiddie working to the elbow. Pulls up, jumper, good for Spencer Dinwiddie. He is in rhythm right now, and the Timberwolves want a timeout.
Excellent job by Dinwiddie. Got himself going in this third quarter, Chris, because he was attacking the basket. Now the basket's looking big for him out on the perimeter.
25 for Dinwiddie at a timeout in Minneapolis. 6:14 to go in the fourth. Nets 109, Timberwolves 101. On the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
At Mercedes-Benz of Morristown, you do have a choice. Today, most manufacturers have an electric vehicle, but only Mercedes-Benz has the luxury you've grown to expect with electric technology that's beyond your imagination. Stop in and see the full line of Mercedes-Benz EQs, available at Mercedes-Benz of Morristown. To make an appointment, call 888-THE-BENZ. That's 888-THE-BENZ. Mercedes-Benz of Morristown, 34 Ridgedale Avenue, just off exit 36 on Route 287. In Morristown. Remember, you do have a choice, so make it Mercedes-Benz of Morristown.
Weezer Indie Rock Road Trip. Coming your way, July 13th, Forest Hill Stadium. Weezer live. Special guests, Future Islands and Joyce Manor. On sale now at Weezer.com. Weezer. Don't miss out.
Spring training isn't just for baseball players. With the warmer weather around the corner, it's time for you to get into game shape as well. And with NJ Diet's contractually guaranteed program, you'll lose 20 to 40-plus pounds in just 40 days. That's right, 40 days to lose 20 to 40-plus pounds, and it's guaranteed. NJ Diet's program starts with personalized supplements based on hair, saliva, and blood work, and then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep it off. 40 days to lose 20 to 40-plus pounds is a real thing with NJ Diet. They're with you every step of the way, and you're fully monitored by their certified staff the entire time. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. Schedule your consult today for contractually guaranteed weight loss. They have offices throughout the East Coast, and they're available worldwide with live online video consults. Call 8555-NJ-DIET or go to NJDiet.com. That's NJDiet.com.
Hi, this is Joe Harris, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball with my boys, Chris and the Capper, on the Fan.
Brooklyn Nets 23-24 Nets level memberships are on sale. Become a Nets level member to unlock your exclusive benefits and rewards. Rep Brooklyn your way with a customizable membership experience built just for you. Learn more at brooklynnets.com/your-way. 6:14 to go, fourth quarter in Minnesota. Nets a 109-101 lead over the Timberwolves.
I said it before, I'll say it again. Can the Nets defend well enough without fouling? They are in the bonus.
Moves it right, Prince. Prince coming right, hands to McDaniel. Circles left to the dotted line. Stops, spins, nowhere to go. 6 to shoot. Back it out in the midcourt line. Edwards has it. 4 to shoot. Edwards working left. Squeezing through defenders. Tough shot. Won't fall. Tip won't go. Rebounded by Bridges. Nets control. Ahead to O'Neal. Gets a seam. Moving left. Go to the rim. Blocked but fouled. Fouled by Jaden McDaniels.
Strong physical play by Royce O'Neal, who has been so good tonight. It's such an interesting role he has had in this game. They challenging this one?
Chris, I think they're gonna challenge this call.
But think about Royce O'Neal.
The defensive foul. Minnesota's called timeout to challenge the play.
Chris Finch will challenge.
But Royce O'Neal, how about his job tonight? He has defended Rudy Gobert an awful lot of possession. And just, he probably said to Jacques during the day, I played him all. I know how to play him. I played with him.
Yeah.
I get him. I know what he wants to do. We've seen Royce be matched up with bigger guys before. The other thing it allows, he's playing him with Claxton out on the floor right now. So what they're doing is they're putting Claxton on, say, random guys out there that might not look to score, so he can provide help defense and kind of scramble over and be that guy to intimidate that way.
Tim, look at this replay. I think the Wolves are going to win this challenge. I think they're going to overturn this call. I'm looking at McDaniels playing on O'Neal, and if it's about the contact at the hand, I think he's going to win the challenge.
Well, much like last night, we had one of those calls where the hand is part of the basketball, and that was instrumental in turning the game towards the Bucks' favor.
Pat Frere and Sean Corbin looking at this right now. With 5:44 left, 109-101 Nets. Nets have led by as much as 9 after trailing by as much as 12. A big third quarter in this game where they outscored the Timberwolves 37-20. Now there's going to be a discussion amongst the three officials.
We all know the game gets very different now. The last 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes. Nets got to execute. They've got to have guys playing well, but they got to have closers now. Can Bridges be a closer? Can Dinwiddie close? Can they make the appropriate plays? And can they defend again without fouling? They've done a really good job of that after being in the bonus. Some discussion they're having about you.
I think it's also what happens after.
Yeah, very good.
On review, the challenge is successful. Call's been overturned. No call. Minnesota had imminent possession and will retain the ball on the side for 24.
They actually, Nets get a bit of a break there because if there was no whistle, there were 3 Wolves players around there that were going to grab. Well, it wouldn't have mattered.
They're going the other way.
Yeah, it was a shot by O'Neal. But it will be Minnesota ball.
That's been an adjustment this year, and I think a good one. If their team is clearly going to possess the basketball, remember in other years if there'd be a challenge, it'd always be a jump ball.
So Minnesota in the dark gray with the neon green trim going left to right. Kyle Anderson up top. New Jersey product gives right for Edwards. Takes right, goes left, drives into the paint, squeezing through defenders and scoring at a driving layup. Anthony Edwards pulls Minnesota within 6. 5:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie moving up top. Dinwiddie played by Anderson. Bridges shedded his man, and he gets called for an offensive foul as Conley goes to the ground. Bridges called for his second personal foul.
Yeah, Conley was what they call top-locking him, not allowing him to come over the screen. And a frustrated Bridges had his hands on him, gave him a little bit of a nudge, and, of course, Conley knew how to sell it well.
So now Minnesota left to right into the front court. Conley gives it up high to Kyle Anderson. Straddles the arc, straight away. Played by Claxton here in a switch. They move it out top. McDaniels step through, going to the rim. Right hand scoop, no good, but he got fouled. Knocks to the ground, does a push-up to get up. And a foul on Claxton. That'll be the 5th on Nick Claxton with still 5:03 remaining in the game.
Well, you see the T-Wolf approach, right? They're trying to get some space and attack the basket. Putting pressure on the Nets' individual containment. And again, not fouling, and they're in the bonus. Cam Johnson's going to come.
Oh, yeah.
Free throw missed by Jaden McDaniels. He is 2 for 6 from the line in this game. McDaniels on the season coming into this one, 74%. Free throw, good. He makes 1 of 2. Neither team has shot well from the line tonight.
Well, McDaniel's job is to deny Bridges the basketball, and that's got to be sharp with their execution right now. Chris
Dinwiddie, pounded by Conley, comes right. Pass out left. Finney Smith on a drive. Kick it across to Johnson. Out top Bridges. Moves it ahead to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie working right down the lane. Kick it to the corner. Johnson's got it. Johnson pulls up. 20-footer. No good at the side of the rim. Gobert with a rebound. Wolves with the ball. Down 5. 4:35 remaining in the fourth. Cross-court pass. McDaniels run off the line. Across the lane. Kick it across. Intercepted by O'Neal. O'Neal racing up the left side of the floor. Driving it hard at the rim. Layup won't fall. Rebounded by Minnesota. Anderson to the front court. Kyle Anderson against O'Neal. Takes it right. Stumbling back. Floater won't fall. Rebounded by O'Neal for the Nets. Pass ahead Johnson. Driving it to the rim. Blocked out of bounds by Anthony Edwards.
All sorts of athletic plays going back and forth right now.
Nets will call timeout here. With 4:10 remaining in the fourth, A 109-104 Brooklyn lead. We'll keep it here. As you take a look at the game summary, brought to you by Verizon, the network America relies on. The Nets fell behind by as much as 12. They were down 9 at the half. They used an explosive end to the third quarter and have led by as much as 9 points here in the second half. Their lead is 5 with 4:10 to go in the fourth. 29 for Bridges. He had 20 in the first half, 25 for Dinwiddie, 15 for Cam Johnson. Rudy Gobert with 26 points and 12 rebounds for Minnesota, 23 for Anthony Edwards.
But the Nets have been stuck at 109 for a while right now, since the 6:16 mark, Chris. And we always talk about how important it is, how paramount it is to execute at a really high level late in the game. It's a different type of game. The Nets got to be sharper with their setups, their screens, their passes, and their aggressiveness, and just be really crisp on everything they're doing. They're coming out of the timeout right now with the set play. And the other thing is that we saw a possession where the Nets were almost too unselfish offensively. You got a shot, you get it in the paint, you kick it out, get it in rhythm, and let it fly. Underneath out of bounds now.
Bridges going to inbound along the baseline. Claxton on the bench with 5 fouls. O'Neal out there with the starters. Pass out top, broken up. Gobert knocked it loose, but then O'Neal hustling into the backcourt, able to take it away from Gobert. Gobert couldn't quite reach it after tipping it ahead, and O'Neal raced it down. Now Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie on O'Neal's screen. Got Gobert on him. Down to 8 to shoot. They spread the floor. Dinwiddie out high on the left now. Low crossover, driving it right. Kick it out. Bridges, right wing three. No good, too strong. Rebounded by Minnesota. Kyle Anderson ahead of the right. Conley's got it. Conley between the circles, played by O'Neal. Bounces it, head of the arc. Anderson looking around, gives left to Conley. In the corner to Edwards. Driving it along the baseline. Got in the air, blocked away. Finney Smith blocked it, but Conley's got it in the lane. Runner for the Timberwolves. It won't fall. Got his own miss. It won't go again. Got it again. And he'll back it out to Anderson. 10 to shoot again on the reset. That's a 5-point lead, approaching 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Edwards a crossover. Driving it right. Soaring through to the rim, and he lays it in. Oh, step around for Edwards and a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, the problem was Nets didn't retrieve the defensive rebound. Mike Conley with consecutive opportunities, then retrieves the rebound to give this T-Wolf team a reset and allow Anthony Edwards to attack and finish.
With 3:04 to go here in the fourth, 109-106 Nets.
And again, the Nets have been on 109 for a while, Chris, since the 6:16 mark. Good effort. Certainly Royce O'Neal in the middle of everything, all over the floor, but Nets need a quality possession, and they need a basket or to get to the free throw line right now.
Nets playing the third game of a 5-game road trip. They'll be in Denver on Sunday afternoon and then finish up on Tuesday at Oklahoma City before returning home on Thursday to take on the Sacramento Kings. Look at the upcoming schedule brought to you by SeatGeek.
If I'm the Nets, I wouldn't play against the clock right now. I wouldn't melt the clock at all. I would get up, get in your offense, so the ball can just move around. I don't, as good as I think Mikal Bridges is, I don't know. He can't really necessarily just clear him out and tell him to take over. I don't know if he's really that kind of guy, or an extra defender comes his way. If you get into it early, he can then spray the ball around. And obviously if Dinwiddie can get a situation where he can gain an advantage, he should do that also.
Claxton back in the game. Dinwiddie brings it to the front court. Working right, sheds a defender, pulls up from 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded though by the Nets. Claxton got it. Backs it out. Dinwiddie will reset. 10 to shoot. Dinwiddie coming right. Dinwiddie back to the left. Dinwiddie working in the paint. Throws it at the rim. Broken up by Gobert. Minnesota on a breakout. McDaniels lost it, has to gather it again. Backs it out, and they'll reset. 15 to shoot for the Timberwolves. 2.5 to go in the game. 109-106 Brooklyn. Pass inside to Gobert. He just flattened Dinwiddie, but a foul is going to be called here on Spencer.
Yeah, Dinwiddie fouled him initially, but then Gobert gave him a shot in the face. But the initial call was the foul on Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie slow to get up. And now Gobert going to the line where he's 2 for 4. He got the elbow up. Look at the replay.
Again, he's the height. Dinwiddie is the height of Gobert's elbow.
Yeah. Gobert, deep breath at the line. Free throw on the way is in and out, no good. 2:27 to go in the fourth. Nets a 3-point lead. Gobert with one more free throw coming up.
Now again, who's going to make a play for the Nets? They've been 4 minutes without a basket.
Second on the way is no good again off back rim, and O'Neal with his 14th rebound. Nets into the front court. Dinwiddie in the left wing. Dinwiddie edge of the midcourt logo. Dinwiddie coming left on a Claxton screen, an illegal screen on Claxton, and he's fouled out of the game. With 2:11 to go.
The timing between him and Dinwiddie, the execution late in the game with Mike Conley up in Dinwiddie, drilled that time. Claxton came out and he moved late on the screen. Got some poise, some execution, some mental toughness right now for the Nets.
Now into the front court, Conley. Hands left for Kyle Anderson. Hands it up top. Edwards has it. Working against Dinwiddie. Edwards. Step back. 3 on the way. Is good, and he ties the game. With 1:57 to go. Tied at 109. Nets have turned it over 4 times in the last 7 possessions. Dinwiddie with a bump up top, run a high screen. Out of the right wing, he's got Gobert on him. Moves him left. Cuts back right. Kick it out right wing. O'Neal a 3. It's good for Royce O'Neal. Nets regain the lead with 1:38 remaining. 112-109 Brooklyn. Now Minnesota in the front court. Conley works it left for Edwards. Edwards up top against Finney-Smith. Behind the back dribble to a pull-up fadeaway 3. Missed way off to the left. Rebounded though by Minnesota, and a foul is committed by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie with the trick that time. After Minnesota got the offensive rebound. Third personal against Dinwiddie. 2 shots coming up from Mike Conley, who's a great free throw shooter. Free throw on the way by Conley is good. 112-110. Brooklyn by 2 with 1:20 to go. Conley holds it on his right hip, a deep breath. Now comes set. Left-hander hits the second. A 1-point net lead with 1:20 to go in the game. Crowd on their feet here in Minnesota. Nets to the ball in the white, going right to left. Dinwiddie out high on the left side. Dinwiddie around a Finney-Smith screen. Conley stays attached. Goes back the other way. Hiding around Finney-Smith. Working to the foul line. Backs up top. Down to 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie against Gobert now with 3 to shoot. Works right of the lane. Backs up. Tough fadeaway. In and out. No good. Tips. Saved by Minnesota. They've got it. Down 1 with 50 seconds to go. Into the front court. Up top, Edwards put it on the deck, lost the handle. Conley gets it, though. Out to McDaniels. McDaniels working left. He'll back it out. 9 to shoot for the Timberwolves. Conley, hands right for Edwards. Ball in his hands, down 1. 35 seconds to go. And it's pickpocketed away by Spencer Dinwiddie. And a foul called on the Timberwolves. It's on Gobert.
And it's side out of bounds.
Third foul.
First in the last 2.
Nets are going to get Seth Curry into the game. Nets will inbound to the backcourt with a 1-point lead and 32 seconds to go. Neither team has a foul to give. Both teams with a couple of timeouts remaining. Nets using clock. Down to 21 seconds to go, 13 to shoot. O'Neal out of the right to Bridges. Gives a look at the clock. 9 to shoot. One-on-one with Gobert. Takes it left to the foul line. Stops. Left elbow fadeaway. Off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Minnesota. And a timeout called by the Timberwolves with 11 seconds to go. The Wolves will have the ball down 1.
Well, now's when you rely on your assistant coaches to know the main plays. Who's ever got the scout right now is telling you what the main play is going to be. Probably going to be Anthony Edwards with a lot of room to operate. Now the decision for the Nets are you going to sit back and just play straight-up defense, or are you maybe going to go and attack and look to get the ball out of his hands with a double team? The other thing is you got to do is you got to make sure your defensive rebound right now, because offensively, if you're the coach right now, you're telling your guys on the shot, you attack the glass. And how many times do you see late games, it's not the first shot that beats you, it's the putback. So the Nets got to make sure they defend and rebound. But do they have a strategy to get the ball out of a player's hands like Anthony Edwards?
Drama in the Twin Cities. 11 seconds to go. Nets a 112 to 111 lead. O'Neal, Johnson, Finney-Smith, Bridges, and Dinwiddie out there. Remember, Claxton has fouled out of the game. So Minnesota will inbound with Edwards. Edwards inbounding right near the net bench. Gets it in, then gets it back. Top of the arc. Shot clock off. Working right. Tough floater off glass. Won't go. Rebound loose. Rolling around the ground. McDaniels picked it up. But they're going to say he was out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn ball with 3.7 seconds remaining. Edwards with a tough fadeaway, defended well by Bridges. Then it was rolling around on the ground, and it scooted out of bounds. It was touched by McDaniels with 3.7 seconds to go. Nets will inbound the ball up by 1. They have a timeout remaining if they want it, but they're not using it.
Gobert looking to smother O'Neal on the inbound pass.
O'Neal inbounding behind the baseline. Gets it into Bridges, surrounded, and they finally do give a foul with 1.5 to go. It was like they were trying to steal it or trap, but you only had 3 seconds.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't play around. They should have just got him immediately.
So now just 1.5 seconds remaining, and Mikal Bridges going to the other end to shoot 2 free throws. Looking at a replay, and on that ball that was rolling out of bounds, the Nets may have gotten a break. It may have hit Finney-Smith in the shoe, and McDaniels picked it up, but it was already out of bounds. So Bridges at the line looking to add to the lead, and it's good on the first free throw. Makes it a 2-point game with 1.5 seconds to go. Wolves do have a timeout, but they do not have a challenge remaining. That free throw, Bridges' 30th point of the game. He's had 30 or more in 6 of the last 12. This to try and make it a 3-point lead. Free throw on the way is good. A 3-point net lead. Wolves use a timeout with 1.5 seconds to go. 114-111 Brooklyn.
Good mental toughness right there by Mikal Bridges, getting the ball inbounded, knew how to receive the ball from Royce O'Neal. He had a couple veterans who understand the game. O'Neal inbounding it, Mikal Bridges got it, and then he was strong with it and was able to absorb the foul, went down and converted the free throws. All right, T-Wolves obviously going to look to get it and shoot a 3 right now. Jacques Vaughn, I don't think he'll look to foul right now because the guy's going to be going into the shooting motion so quick when they get the ball that you could end up fouling and then allowing 3 free throws to be taken. You want to put some size on the inbounder and see if you can make the pass go out away from, especially where you can get burned on this is the ball side corner. That's a play that a lot of people like to run. A lot of action going to the ball side corner of the passer right now. Also skip passes over the top, but you like to have size. Now, Net's got 5 pretty equal-sized guys out there to switch everything and then challenge the shot.
So the Wolves will inbound on the front court on the far side of the 28-foot mark, the side opposite the benches. Kyle Anderson will inbound. Edwards, McDaniels, Connolly, and Reed in the game. 1.5 seconds to go. Inbound, top of the arc. Reed for the win. A three. Oh, he tied it. A three for the tie. It's a tie. But Naz Reed knocks down a three at the end of regulation. At the buzzer, Naz Reed ties it and sends it to overtime.
Rule number 4 is a successful three-point field goal. It is under review.
They'll review it, but I think he got it off in time.
I think he got it off in time, and we talked about earlier in the game that Naz Reed is an outstanding three-point shooter. A lot of action. He set a screen. He got some separation. They inbounded to him, and he comfortably knocked it down. The guy from Jersey.
On review. The shot is confirmed good. Three-point field goal.
So we're going to overtime here in Minnesota, tied at 114 as the Pride of Roselle Catholic, by way of Asbury Park, New Jersey, ties it for Minnesota. Overtime coming up after this on the Fan, Sports Radio 101.9 FM, and streaming on the free Odyssey app.
At Barclays Bank, we're all about powering possible, turning insights into action, and goals into growth. We've worked with thousands of companies and investors, helping them navigate change with integrated financial solutions that deliver real results. From launching global IPOs to financing the ESG transition. With us, change isn't a challenge, it's an opportunity. Barclays, powering possible.
Did you know you've got McDonald's in your pocket? No, not that ketchup packet you forgot about. I'm talking about the McDonald's mobile app. Yes, you're carrying around all your McDonald's favorites, and with the app, they're only a few taps away. Download the McDonald's app today to get free medium fries with a minimum purchase of $1 when the Nets win on the road. And don't forget about that ketchup packet before Laundry Day. Offer limited time only through Nets season at participating McDonald's. Valid the day after Nets win any away game. McDonald's app download and registration required.
The new Google Pixel 7 Pro is super, especially when it's on Verizon, the network America relies on. It's supercharged, super-powered, and a super...
deal.
You know it. Now, switch to Verizon and get the Google Pixel 7 Pro on us with select trade-ins and select 5G unlimited plans.
That really is super.
Yep, there's never been a better time to switch to Verizon. $899.99 device payment purchase with new smartphone line on select 5G unlimited plans required. $200 Verizon e-gift card with ported. Less $700 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions and additional terms apply.
What does Maimonides Health mean to Brooklyn?
It's my rescue.
For heart attack survival, Maimonides Heart and Vascular Institute is tops in New York.
It's my comeback.
To get back on your feet fast, Maimonides offers a comprehensive bone and joint center. For over 100 years, Maimonides is the one that's cared for, worked for, and been there for Brooklyn.
My home.
My choice.
Maimonides.
Hi, this is Cam Thomas, and you're listening to Brooklyn Nets basketball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the Odyssey app.
Nets heading to overtime for just the second time this season. The last time they were in OT was back in Brooklyn on October 27th of this season against the Dallas Mavericks. So Gobert to jump center against Finney Smith. Remember, Claxton is fouled out of the game. Gobert easily wins the tip. And overtime is underway, tied at 114. Wolves came back from as much as 9 down in the second half after the Nets came back from 12 down in the first half. McDaniels up top, moves it to Conley. Working left into the blue paint with a floater. It rimmed out, no good, and Royce O'Neal adds to his career high with his 15th rebound.
Nets got to show a real mental toughness right now after giving up that lead. Can they execute?
Dinwiddie hands left to Bridges. Bridges with 31 to lead the Nets. Gives right to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie backing down from the foul line on Conley. Up and under with a leaner off glass. It rolls around and goes in for Dinwiddie.
Excellent job. Dinwiddie had a strong second half, and he's been deferring late in the game. May have to get more aggressive.
Now the Wolves in the front court. Kyle Anderson out top for Edwards. Edwards coming right, switched up with Finney Smith on him. Edwards in front of the net bench to McDaniels. His three hit the side of the rim, no good, but it's grabbed and put in by Kyle Anderson. Game tied at 116 with just over a minute gone by here in overtime. Dinwiddie into the front court. Dinwiddie comes left, picked up by Anderson to switch. Dinwiddie moving forward behind the arc, cuts right, moves left, spins back, up and under again, right hand scoop, and he banks it in. And Dinwiddie puts the nets on top. 3:30 remaining here in overtime.
How about that? Dinwiddie did not with a mismatch that time, and just had to navigate and finish it over Kyle Anderson.
Conley out of the left side behind the arc, cuts right. Behind the back dribble left, going to the rim, missed the runner, rebounded, but a foul called on Royce O'Neal. Fifth foul on Royce O'Neal.
He's been so important in this game.
Conley at the line where he's 3 for 3. Free throw on the way is no good. It misses out to the left. You heard somebody yell ball don't lie. I'm not sure who that was.
Rashid?
It might have been Roy. I think it was Royce O'Neal because he didn't think he got a foul. Well, actually, it made it come from the bench. See some guys laughing there. But O'Neal's right by the basket fan, so it's probably him as that free throw is good. 118, 117 Brooklyn. 3:12 to go in overtime.
Yes, Dinwiddie do it again. He's been getting matchups and made the plays the last two possessions.
Dinwiddie out high on the left, played by Edwards. Dinwiddie moving right, played by Kyle Anderson now. Anderson guarding Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie with a low crossover, driving it right in the middle of the paint. Kick it out left wing. O'Neal a three. Hit the side of the rim. Rebounded by Minnesota. They had the ball down one with 2:46 to go in overtime. Edwards, top of the key. Edwards out of the right side, up top for Kyle Anderson. Moving left. Comes around, gives a handoff McDaniel. Circling into the lane with a floater off glass, and it's good. 119, 118 Minnesota. 2:28 to go in overtime. Dinwiddie up the right side of the floor. Minnesota with their first lead since it was 85-84. Dinwiddie, played by Anderson. Dinwiddie, behind the arc of the right wing. Low crossover between the leg dribble. 5 to shoot. Working left. Down the lane. Rejected inside, but it comes out to Finney Smith. No reset. Drive. Blocked again. And then a timeout called by Minnesota as they retrieve the rebound.
Shot clock violation. They're not going to use the timeout right now.
All right, so the ball never touched the rim on that second block.
Exactly.
So a shot clock violation. It belongs to Minnesota. They lead by 1 with 2 minutes to go in overtime. Conley into the front court. Conley between the circles. Hands right to Gobert. Right back to Conley out of the right wing. Conley gives up top for Edwards. Coming left. Spins back right. Angle shot good. For Anthony Edwards, Minnesota with a 121-118 lead. Minute 4 to go in overtime. Dinwiddie into the front court. Moves it right. Johnson's got it. Attacks the paint. Kick it out on the left wing. O'Neal's got it. Pump fake. Moves in the corner. Finney Smith back to O'Neal. 9 to shoot. Up top Dinwiddie. Nets down 3. Minute 20 to go in overtime. 4 to shoot. Dinwiddie turns the corner. Drives and kicks. Bridges right wing 3. God, he ties the game. 121-121 with 1:16 to go in overtime. 34 from Mikal Bridges. Now Conley in the front court for the Timberwolves. Played loosely, switched up with Johnson. Hands right to Kyle Anderson. 7 to shoot for the Timberwolves. Edwards up top. Down to 4 to shoot. Backs up, straight on 3. Airballed it out of bounds. with 54.9 seconds to go. Nets get it back in a game tied at 121 here in overtime.
Spencer Dinwiddie's got to continue. He's getting matchups. He's attacking, but he's got to attack early enough in the clock that if he doesn't like what he gets, they can spray the ball around like they did in the last possession.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Comes left on a Johnson screen. Gets the switch on Anderson. Dinwiddie with 9 to shoot. Takes it right. Fouling in the paint. Kick into the corner. Finney Smith a three. It's good! With 36.5 seconds to go. Dorian Finney-Smith off the penetration and pass by Dinwiddie, and the Nets regain a 3-point lead with 36.5 to go in overtime.
It's a great job by Spencer Dinwiddie, who has been having a tremendous game, but the last couple of possessions didn't get greedy to think he had to do it all himself. He was able to use his penetration ability to get into the teeth of the defense and then move the basketball. And because he's been able to get by people, but then the defense has been coming over. He got a shot rejected a number of possessions earlier. Now he's been able to read it as he gets into the paint. He's kicking it, and the Nets with 2 threes in a row to give themselves a lead right now.
Finney Smith with 11 points, 3 of 9 shooting. That's his second made three. We talked about it before the game. The Nets need Finney Smith to start knocking down some threes because he gets some wide open shots. And that time was wide open in the left corner. Drained a three to give the Nets a 3-point lead with 36.5 seconds to go in overtime. You got to watch your help defense right now. You don't want to over-help and allow a guy to be open at the 3-point line if you're the Nets right now. Make them beat you attacking the basket. Again, Claxton is fouled out of this game. O'Neal, Dinwiddie, Bridges, Finney-Smith, and Johnson. Wolves inbound. Nets up 3. 35 seconds to go in overtime. Edwards left of the lane. Into a double team, and he's able to fight through and lays it up and in. Net lead down to 1. 28 seconds to go. In overtime, Dinwiddie into the front court. Played by Anderson. There's an 8-second difference. Shot to game clock. Dinwiddie with Anderson closing in on him. Out high on the right. Crossover, moving right. Down the right side of the paint. Corner to Johnson, a three. Too strong. Minnesota with the rebound. 8 seconds to go. They'll call a timeout. Minnesota's going to have the ball with 8.6 seconds to go, trailing by 1.
A very good job in the previous possession by the T-Wolves to go really quick to put themselves in a position for a 2-for-1. There was 30 seconds on the clock. They got it to Anthony Edwards, and he went immediately to the basket. Then they get to stop. Now they got enough time to look to try to win the game. Same mentality the Nets got to have right now. Are they going to allow a player like an Anthony Edwards to just get the ball and go right at the basket, or are they going to send a second defender at him and make him give the ball up?
Well, it was Naz Reid who hit a three to tie the game with 1.5 seconds to go. They were inbounding with 1.5 seconds to go. Reid's three at the buzzer forced overtime. Minnesota took the lead in overtime by 3. Nets answer back at a 3-point lead. Right now, with 8.6 seconds to go, Nets 124, Minnesota 123. Nets have a foul to give.
Yeah, that is a big deal. Foul to give, right?
Nets also have a challenge available. Minnesota does not. Nets have 2 timeouts remaining. Minnesota does not have a timeout. 8.6 seconds to go. Nets by 1. T-Wolves inbounding. They get it in. Up top for Edwards. Edwards, shot clock off. Bridges reached, committed a foul. That's the one they had in their back pocket to give. They gave it with 5.6 seconds to go. 124, 123. Nets. Final seconds of overtime. Conley will inbound. Loosely played on the inbound by Dinwiddie. He's kind of helping on Edwards. Edwards comes to the ball and gets it. Final seconds. Edwards out on the left. In the corner. Conley, a three. Airballed it. Game over. Nets win in overtime here in Minneapolis. They gave up a 3 at the buzzer to Naz Reid to force overtime, but in the extra session, they hang on to win it 124-123.
Nets did a good job of getting the ball into Anthony Edwards' hands. We talked about that. Dinwiddie didn't guard the inbounder. Edwards got the ball, and there was Finney Smith had it, but Dinwiddie came over to provide help. They gave the ball up to Mike Conley, and he wasn't comfortable shooting the basketball with some great rotation by Cam Johnson. And the Nets with good defensive execution in that last possession, knowing after they gave the foul that Anthony Edwards was going to give the ball. Good job getting it out of his hands.
And a good road win here in Minneapolis, 124-123 in overtime. The Nets get the victory. Post-game show coming up. We'll hear from Jock Vaughn. Right now, Royce O'Neal is joining us, so let's hold off on the music. Royce joining us courtside. John, I didn't see you sitting there. Royce, big game for you, especially down the stretch. First, let's start at the end. It's always deflating when a team ties the game at the buzzer. Now you got to go play overtime. But what was the key to shaking that off and getting a win here in overtime?
We made a little communication mistake. They hit a big shot, and we knew that we had an extra 5 minutes, and we had to lock in on the defensive end. And we made some big shots on the offensive end, and we kept going.
And how about Royce? 15 rebounds in this game you had, and you spent a lot of time defending your old buddy Rudy Gobert inside. How do you feel right now?
I'm good, man. These games we live for, man. It's great competition. Rudy, Mike, taking the challenge of guarding both of them, playing with those guys. Minnesota's a great team. They play hard, play defense. We hard fought win right here.
Royce, your time with Rudy Gobert in Utah, how did you use that as in terms of being ready to guard him, being so undersized here tonight against him?
Me and Rudy, 5 years together. Learning his moves. I told Clax at the beginning of the game, what he's going to do. Clax got the first block. But, Rudy's been, each year he got better. And, I'm proud of him the way he's working. And, he's having a great career.
Royce, the team was stuck in the mud offensively for a long stretch in that fourth quarter. What changed at the end and then on into the overtime?
Our defensive effort. We picked up the intensity. We got stops when we needed. Big rebounds, big stops, and it was a team effort. Great team win.
Well, Royce O'Neal, great game from you. 12 points, 15 rebounds. Always appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Congratulations on the win. In overtime, it was the Nets 124, Minnesota 123. We'll come back. Our post-game show coming up. We'll take your comments and questions on Twitter at BKNetsRadio. The way to reach out to us. Post-game show coming up right after this on The Fan. Sports Radio 101.9 FM and streaming on the free Odyssey app.